welcome to Across the Omniverse, a podcast brought to you by Cinema Sangha. My name is Devin Faracci, and I am one of the hosts of the program. Joining me, as he traditionally does,
my name is Derek Faracci, and I want to quash this story, not stoke it. How are you, Devin?
I am okay. I'm not doing so great on my diet lately.
No?
No, I've been going out a bunch with people, socializing, and this means that I have been eating maybe stuff that I should not have been eating.
Well, that'll happen.
Yeah. That
you know what helps with that is you live like me and you don't go out, and then you just still eat terribly anyway. So.
Yeah, I mean that. I was doing that for a bunch of years, actually, at this point.
Yeah.
But now I am kind of coming out of my shell, and I've been, just doing stuff. I went out to a screening and then out to the bar afterwards. I did not drink, for anybody that's worried about that. That's where I met the dog. We talked about the dog, me making out with the dog. Anyway, that's my problem. I'm eating not that great, and that means I got to get back to the gym. Because if I'm not going to eat that great, if I'm going to have a problem with that, then I need to be a gym guy.
Got to activate it?
Yeah, I got to burn the calories. How you doing? You're not
I'm good.
Home.
No, I'm not. I'm currently at Buddy Shane's house. I'm dog sitting for him this week. He and his wife Libby are on vacation. So I'm watching their dog, and it's a good time. It's a really good time. So I'm in his office. I brought my computer with me.
Okay.
And all my recording equipment, because I'm a professional.
Okay, very nice.
And here we are.
Very nice.
Can I show you my favorite thing in his office?
I mean, if he doesn't mind you showing it on the show.
I don't think he'll mind. I don't think he'll mind at all. His David Cornsweat mug.
Oh, there he's got it. There he's got the David. You can have a David Cornsweat mug, too. If you go to cinema-sangha, SANGHA.com, right? .com? .net. And that'll take you to our merch shop, where you can buy all of our weird merch that Derek makes, mostly to amuse himself.
I'm going to try to show you my actual favorite thing in his office.
Yeah.
And it's this thermometer, that gives you the temperature, but it shows this little man on it. And look at him. Look how happy he looks.
Oh, he's so happy, this guy.
He's my favorite guy. As I do my freelance work throughout the day, I look at this guy. I'm like, look at that guy. He seems pretty chill. He seems happy.
He does seem happy. Is it nice to get out of your place? Is it nice to be someplace else?
I mean, Shane's got a beautiful home, so it's not difficult to be here. He's got a gigantic TV.
Okay.
So that's really nice. He's got a great sound system. He's got a great dog. So I'm very comfortable. It's very nice here.
It's a little vacation.
And I'm getting extra exercise because it's a 2-floor house, so I'm going up and down stairs a lot for the dog, because the office is on the second floor and the dog likes to hang on the bottom.
Okay.
On the first floor, and I got to go down every now and again and give him pets. And
you got to take care of that.
Let him out.
Take care of Appa. Yeah.
He's a good boy. He's sleeping right now.
Good for him. As will be many of our listeners as we continue this episode of Across the Universe. We're very deeply concerned about people listening to our shows while driving and just falling asleep, just swerving off the road.
I don't think they need to be asleep to do that. I think it's just hearing us. They just swerve into oncoming traffic to end it.
Very, very much so. We got any news this week?
We do. Project Hail Mary author Andy Weir says Paramount rejected his Star Trek pitch, and then said that their shows are shit.
He said not just that. I feel like you're underplaying the dumb shit that he said.
Well, I figured we were going to go into it a bit. I didn't.
What else did he say?
He said that it's too much woke stuff, and what he liked about Star Trek was them shooting Romulans and stuff like that.
Which, nobody's ever said that. Nobody's ever said, I want to see the Federation and Romulans shooting it out. That's why I watch this show. That's never been said. And it's an insane thing to say. It's important to note that he said this on a hardcore right-wing podcast.
Yes.
The Critical Drinker, that guy's a piece of shit. and he sucks, and he is racist and a sexist, and it's embarrassing that Andy Weir was on that show in the first place. But this whole premise, like, oh, I don't like politics. First of all, his books have politics. I don't know what to tell you, but the idea of people coming together to rescue one guy off of Mars is political. You know what I mean? Like, the idea that, like, we're gonna, in Project Hail Mary, the idea that, like, the world is going to be in danger and we're all going to come together and find a solution, that's political. I hate to break the news to fucking stupid-ass Andy Weir. And then, I don't mind the bitterness, whatever. The bitterness is the bitterness, like they shot down his TV show. But it's just such a dumb fucking thing to say about Star Trek. I just want to watch the Federation and the Romulans shooting at each other. Yeah. You would hate every episode of Star Trek. There's just not that much action on Star Trek. And in fact, one of the complaints about the new Star Treks have been like they're too much action.
Too much action. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like too Star Wars-y. Yeah. And so,
which is funny because back in the day for Next Generation, one of the complaints was not enough action.
Well, Next Generation,
it's definitely less action than the original.
Yeah, no, there's definitely less excitement on TNG. Yeah, it's just the stupidest shit anybody's ever said. Like, every piece of it was dumb. And
he then put out a apology, saying that his quotes were taken out of context to make them salacious, and he was trying to be funny. In retrospect, it comes off as disrespectful and mean, and he likes Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks. So there you go.
I mean, yeah, it's like, but like, who cares at this point? You know, go fuck yourself, Andy Weir. It's just very, very aggravating to hear somebody say something as dumb as that. Somebody who's supposed to be like smart. Like, I don't even like, setting aside the fact that he went on a evil podcast, like an evil podcast. And that's he said something so stupid that nobody even noticed that he was on an evil podcast. Like, that's how stupid what he said was. So yeah, let's just go fuck yourself, Andy Weir. Like, seriously, go fuck. Will I pirate his future books? Probably not, because I'm not even going to bother with his shit anymore.
Ooh, burn!
I've never bought one of his books, so
neither have I. I haven't read any of them.
Big statement from me, the guy who's never bought one of his books, that I'm done buying his books.
Yep. Once again, it falls into like one of those easy boycotts for me.
Yeah, very easy boycott.
I love the easy boycotts where it's like, nobody should drink this anymore. I'm like, great, thanks.
Sure. You know. I wasn't doing it. Yeah. Look how righteous I am. So
don't watch the new Harry Potter. Wasn't gonna. So it all works out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that takes care of him. We got a lot of trailers came out in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
We got the Backrooms trailer. I don't know if you watched that.
I did. You know what? Like, it's a movie based on a Reddit thread directed by a 20-year-old.
Yep.
Which, maybe it's great. I am concerned that it's a kind of horror that I don't like. The cat wanted to get in really badly, and now the cat wants to get out really badly.
Well, now we're talking. He's like, I didn't know you were going to be doing this stupid stuff.
It's a kind of horror that I am not really super fond of, which is what they call it, analog or liminal horror. And it's the kind of horror movie where nothing happens. Like, fundamentally nothing happens. Yeah. And this guy made a bunch of weird YouTube videos, like, about the Backrooms, which, again, came from a Reddit thread. And maybe it'll be good. I mean, the hope is that... What?
How does that work? Because it came from a Reddit thread. So, like, the movie's what, A24? Does A24 have to now track down the first person who posted this idea on Reddit and pay them?
That's a really good question. I honestly don't know. Like, I wonder, like, does Reddit own it? Like, once you post it there.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the guy who posted it. Maybe that's why he made videos of it. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know enough about the history of the Backrooms.
Or is there a thing where, like, if enough people, like Slenderman, right? So, like, Slenderman they made a movie of. Mm-hmm. But, like, did they have to wait until, like, hundreds of people made fake Slenderman stories? And
I think that
mythology?
I think that it needed to hit a critical mass of, like, it just exists. I think that was the case. But the marketing for this movie is using actual, like, lines from the Reddit post. So I don't know. But like these kinds of movies, my general reaction is like, do something. Like just do something. Anything. I'm not afraid of looking at a hallway. I'm not. It doesn't scare me. Like I'm okay with it. But it's
I don't
got
know
a
if you
crazy
noticed,
cast.
It's a hallway from like the 1980s though.
Yeah, I know.
So it's a really old hallway.
And all of a sudden
It's in a mall.
it's in a mall, and all of a sudden it's all on VHS.
Yes, I didn't understand that when it switched to VHS.
It's got a crazy.
It's got a wild cast.
Like really, like unreal. But yeah, it's absolutely nuts. So I mean, you know what? Whatever. God bless. A24 will open the movie because that's what they can do. They can really open movies. But after that, it's going to get a C cinema score, like every A24 movie.
I mean, how much could it have cost though? Right? The movie.
I don't know. What are we doing over there?
I don't want to put my can on Shane's desk, so I put it in a bag. I'm going to put it in the trash can for the moment.
Why don't you put a piece of paper down?
Well, he's got like, what do you call them?
Coasters?
Coaster. But I had my water on the coaster, so I didn't want to. I've been holding the soda the whole time.
Oh, okay. Okay, I noticed you pounding the soda. That's why, because you were holding it and wanted to get rid of it.
And also, one thing with Shane's home, his fridge keeps things so cold.
Oh, really?
And it's like the best. It is the best. Like, there's nothing better than like when you take a sip, like a soda, and you drink from it and it burns your throat because it's so cold. I love that feeling. Yeah. And that happens, and I get so excited. My fridge does not do that. Doesn't get that cold.
That's a nice house, man. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know what? Like, God bless A24. They can open movies, so it should open. So
yeah.
Maybe I'll see it.
Who knows? We also got a trailer for Stop That Train.
The RuPaul movie?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. Tell me about it.
It looks hilarious.
Yeah, like actually?
I think it honestly like looks great. Like it looks like it's got like that Abrams Zucker feel to it.
Okay.
And it's like the jokes in the trailer all work really, really well, I think. Mm-hmm. You know? At least the ones I get. I'm sure there are ones I'm not getting because I'm not fully into, you know, I'm not into the drag race world so much. But like RuPaul is the president, and there, along with like just gags that there's like saying, like jokes that people say, there's sight gags throughout the whole trailer. Like at one point, they give her a folder that says top secret, and then they hand her another folder and it says bottom secret. And I like that. That's a good little joke. That's a little funny. It's
a gay joke.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
But it's also can just be read as just absurdism.
It's just absurdity. Yeah. And then there's one where what's her name from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend says, "Can you read me?" And this woman next to her says, "Girl, you know I can," like or something like, "Oh, you don't want that," or whatever. Like it's good. It's funny. Like good funny gags in it. It looks funny.
I'll check it out.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. I was surprised. Like I hadn't heard anything about it, and I was like, "Oh, let's see what this trailer is." And like within the first 20 seconds, I was like, "This looks like it's gonna be a very fun movie." So I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. We got the End of Oak Street trailer.
Yeah. Very interesting. The trailer builds to a big reveal at the end.
Yes.
I think it's a really well done trailer, actually.
I agree. You
know, like it's a really, really well done trailer. But the reveal at the end is like dinosaurs.
And also the street just goes off a cliff into.
Yeah. So it seems like their whole neighborhood got like teleported or something. Like I don't know what the story is. I do believe that the J.J. Abrams on it is may not be representative of what the movie is.
Yeah.
Because it's written and directed by David Robert Mitchell, and David Robert Mitchell does not quite make J.J. Abrams movies. He made It Follows. He made The Myth of the American Sleepover, which is fucking amazing, and he made Under the Silver Lake. I mean, so like, and also they just shot They Follow, so they did a sequel to It Follows. But none of those are like in the generalized J.J. Abrams atmosphere, and I'm very curious since he wrote it. He didn't just come on as a work for hire.
Yeah,
I'm kind of really curious. So I love Under the Silver Lake. It's not everybody does, but I adore that movie.
Yeah.
And You know, living on the east side of Los Angeles probably helps because, like, I have met every single person in that movie. Like, just like it's all very real. Have you seen It Follows?
It Follows, yes.
It's a great movie.
Yes.
Great movie. And,
Set in Detroit.
Yeah.
And also the future.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, they have those little...
those compacts.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But I like that. Like, it's just, like, weird enough, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
No, it was
weird.
cool. Like, when they first showed up in the movie, I was like, oh, that's really cool. I wish that was real.
You would probably like Myth of the American Sleepover.
I don't think I even heard of that one.
Yeah, it's like a coming-of-age movie, and it's Detroit again, and it's, like, the last weekend of summer vacation, and so, like, it's about these kids. And I think it might be the kind of movie that you would like.
I'll have to try and remember to check it out.
It's quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like very realistic. You know what I mean? Like it's like very sweet, very realistic. It really feels like being like a young teenager.
Right.
So yeah, right. I highly recommend. So I'm a big fan. Like, so as far as I'm concerned, David Robert Mitchell, he has all of my trust. So even though that looks a lot like a J.J. Abrams movie, like, you know, Mystery Box, Anne Hathaway, like, you know what I mean, Ewan McGregor, I'm excited that he's getting a chance to make something a little bit bigger than he normally does.
Yeah.
So
I thought it looked good. I'm interested. Then we've got the Masters of the Universe trailer.
This one's weird.
This is... How do I put this? It looks like shit. It's a bad trailer. It doesn't. It's not a good looking movie.
No.
Like the effects, obviously there's some effects that aren't done, like yada yada yada. But like, I cannot take Idris Elba sitting there dressed as Man-at-Arms, being like, you were sent here for a purpose. Seriously. Like, it's like, I'm sorry, these are just goofy looking figures.
So what's interesting is that the first trailer was funny.
Yes.
And this trailer's not funny. And so I don't know if the premise here is that people didn't like the first trailer, so they decided to focus on not funny, or if they realize that that the way to sell it, they think, is to make it seem like a more serious fantasy movie. I don't know. Or maybe it's more serious than we think, but like I thought it was supposed to be kind of funny. And so it's pretty weird. It's a very weird trailer. I would like to say that I'm done now with the shot from the side of the big thing and then a guy jumping in slow motion to like cut into it. Like we finished that. We don't have to do that shot ever again. Like it's really done. Like I can't believe we're still
Although I did like it in Spider-Man Brand New Day when it was him jumping towards the ninjas.
Yeah, I mean, but we don't have that. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I guess that is that bit. But like, okay, we'll let Brand New Day in as a grandfather. We'll grandfather that one in. But generally speaking, that's the last one.
Cut.
I will say that I am really impressed at how much it looks like a He-Man movie.
I mean, they are not backing away from the source material, which credit where credit is due. And I think that's maybe part of my problem is I've just never been a big He-Man guy. And, you know, apparently there's way more mythology to He-Man than I ever realized or knew. I did not realize he came from Earth and stuff like that. Or he was sent to Earth. His mom comes from Earth, right?
His mom's an astronaut
cartoons
from
or whatever.
Earth.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had no idea about that. And in this, he's sent to Earth, I guess, and now he comes back.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, no Orko. They haven't shown Orko. I wonder if Orko's in it.
Very curious, considering that this movie looks like it's really embracing a lot of the dorky shit.
Yeah.
Like that, I mean, like, Idris Elba looks like Man-at-Arms. Like,
it does.
Man-at-Arms is dumb looking.
Alison Brie looks like Evil Lynn, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, so it's kind of fascinating in that way. I do think that some of these characters look real stupid, and I do think that the continuing argument about how accurate a costume can be in a movie, I think this might represent one extreme of that, where it's like Idris Elba with that helmet on is hard to take seriously. Like, it's very hard to take
really
seriously with that helmet on. Yeah. But it's like a totally accurate helmet. It looks like the helmet. They just made it. So
I hope Ram Man is in the movie and they have to like crush down his spine so that he can pop out and hit things.
I mean, I hope Fisto's in the movie.
Fisto? Yep.
We got to get Fisto. That must happen. So yeah, I mean, this trailer really focuses on the Eternia of it all too. This trailer did make me question something about He-Man lore that I never thought about before.
What?
He-Man's the good guy. He's the Prince of Eternia, Prince Adam, and he lives in Grayskull, which is an evil-looking castle.
No, he doesn't live in there.
Whose castle is that?
I don't think anyone lives in.
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power.
Yeah, that's where he gets the power from, but that's not. I mean, again, I'm not a big He-Man guy, but from what I remember in the cartoons, him and his dad and stuff, they don't live in Castle Grayskull. That's like where, like, there's like a sorceress that lives in there, I think. Or maybe Skeletor lives in there.
Okay, no, it's guarded by the sorceress, and it contains a mystery power that He-Man must defend.
Okay, there you go.
But also, it looks evil though. It's an evil spot.
It does.
Like, it's kind of weird.
The Castle Grayskull set when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Castle Grayskull's cool.
It's very
Castle
cool.
Grayskull's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just was watching it, and I was like, this is a weird castle to be associated with the hero. Traditionally, this would not be the hero's thing at all.
No.
He would be trying to get into there to kill a guy.
Yeah, that would be the bad guy's lair.
Right. It's a great bad guy lair, yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah. But what are you going to do? Anyway, I did not like the trailer.
I mean, the thing is, the movie's not going to be any good. Like, and I say that... I say that not in, like, a hater way, but just, like, that's the base of this. Like, the movie's not going to be any good. Like, can you go and enjoy the fact that it's not any good? Possibly. Like, it might be enjoyable in its not goodness, but there's no... It seems like there's no version of this that could possibly be good.
Yeah, I don't know how... I mean, I'm sure you... Like, look, I'm sure, like, Lord and Miller could make a good He-Man movie. You know? But, like, you need, like, generational talent to make a good... I don't even know who made the He-Man movie. So, like, you know, you need,
what's
like...
his name? Travis Knight. Who did Bumblebee. And who was doing animation, stop-motion animation for a while.
I did not like Bumblebee very much. But a lot of people did. I know a lot of people really liked it, but I was not into it that much. I thought it was a little flat. But not bad. It was just not... Like, that was one where I was like, it's just not my thing. You know? But, like, this, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess, does He-Man still have a big fan base? I have no idea.
No, I don't think he does. I mean, like, I don't think he has a young fan base either. I think this is 100% 50-year-old guys.
Yeah.
Like at this point, they're not even bringing their kids; they're bringing their grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know what? There's a very good chance I go see it. Because it looks bad. Like, I mean, like, it's like challenging sometimes for me to get out of my house to go see a movie that looks really good. But if it looks like an absolute stinker, I'm there.
You're
like,
there?
I am there. I am seated. Yeah.
I will, I'll more than likely, I'll wait until it's on, like, streaming. But if there's something I really want to see and it times out properly for a double feature, I'll probably end up doing that.
Well, that's why I saw Minecraft, was because I was like, this is going to be a piece of shit. And then I liked it. So, you know, who knows? Like,
Minecraft,
like, Minecraft's not like
I
one
saw
of the
as
great
part
movies.
of a double feature, but I can't remember what I saw with it.
So all you can remember is Minecraft. That's how good Minecraft is. You can just only remember Chicken Jockey. That's it. That's burned into your brain now. All right, what else we got?
I don't know. We discussed Minecraft before. I will say the opening of Minecraft made me laugh really hard with the little kid just wanting to mine so badly.
Yeah.
That made me laugh a lot. Yeah. And then we have the Supergirl trailer.
You go first.
Not much different than how I felt about the teaser trailer. Too brown, not enough color. But I think story-wise, it looks very good. It was fun to see Lobo, more of Lobo. You know, I'm hopeful. I'm shocked that they're just coming out straight out in the trailer and being like, Crypto gets shot and she's got to save his life. Like, I thought they would hide that.
That's the plot, right? That's the plot.
I think, yeah, but you could have set it up where the plot is she's just helping Ruthie and, like, hid away the crypto thing for a while.
They might have wanted to do that. In my understanding, reports and rumors are that there's been, like, a lot of turmoil in the post-production process on this picture. They have gone through 3 composers.
Yes.
They've been doing a bunch of test screenings. They supposedly reshot more stuff with Superman. And so it might not be that good a movie, potentially. Yeah. And so they feel they need to sell it, and selling. And also, I think maybe the other problem is that they made a movie that is kind of for girls, but that does not in any way appeal to girls. Do you know what I mean? Like in the marketing, it's like it's boy marketing, frankly. Like it's boy marketing, and you know.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, honestly, one of the things I mean, I'm a boy, so maybe this is part of it. But one of the things I've liked about the marketing is it's not like girls get it done. It's just like, here's a superhero movie with Supergirl, and she's doing superhero stuff.
Yeah, but I do wonder if it's the same as the other superhero movies, but this time it's a girl, is actually of interest to an audience that... Because the problem with this is that there's a whole male audience that won't go see this. They just won't, because it's a girl, right? Like, that's the thing. There's a whole male audience that will not go see this. And so this is a movie that you're really hoping that you can reach people who maybe don't go to superhero movies as much, or maybe people who only go with their boyfriends or husbands or something like that. And I just don't think they've been marketing it in a way. But marketing it with Crypto, and Crypto being injured, I think gives it like more of an emotional center, as opposed to like any... Like, I think just her helping some kid that we never heard of is just not that interesting as a...
Sure. No, I don't disagree, but...
So, but I think that the marketing it was very interesting to watch. I just really do think, I don't think it's a girl movie, like, for real, but like, it's girl movie coded because it's called Supergirl and it's got a female lead. And there is a not small faction of people today who do not go see movies like that.
And there's a reason why Lobo makes up so much of the trailer, to be like, hey guys.
Yeah, there's stuff for the boys too.
Check out Lobo. Look at his cool motorcycle.
I feel like the whole thing is for the boys. That's kind of the thing. I feel like the whole trailer is. I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a woman. I'm not a girl. But I do suspect it might be a very good movie. I don't know, but I'm feeling very questionable about the decision to do Supergirl second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're going to have Superman, Supergirl, Man of Tomorrow, and that's going to be like our opening movie salvo.
It's wild that we're getting 3 super family movies in 3 years.
Yeah.
That's that seems heavy.
Yeah, and all of the diversity of characters is on TV and not...
Well, you got Clayface coming.
But that's not the DCU.
Yes, it is.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
I'm pretty sure it is.
All right. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. I feel like it can't be, but maybe.
Why not?
Because they're taking a Batman villain and taking him away from Batman.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, maybe. I don't know. But I just feel like... I just don't, Supergirl is also not a popular character at the end of the day.
No.
So...
she had a show for, 7 years?
Yeah, I mean, she had a TV show, and that was, like, part of, like, a very specific fan base.
Yeah.
Whose, like, whole thing was watching bad superhero TV shows. That was, like, their whole aesthetic. And I just don't think she's ever really crossed over in a significant way. I think you can tell that she hasn't because DC has redefined her 100 times.
Yes.
In an attempt to make her pop. Like, that's been a thing again and again and again and again.
Yeah, and they change her a lot.
They should just lean into the horse fucking. But I'm very curious. It just doesn't. It feels a little weird to me, like in terms of it being a second movie, and I just feel like that the marketing, it ends up feeling like a movie for nobody. I mean, like in a grander sense, like there obviously people will go see this movie, but just it's like a lot of the male audience won't show, and I'm not really convinced that this is appealing to the female audience, to like the mainstream female audience. Like the big. Yeah. Swap.
Well, I mean, if anyone's going to know if it appeals to the mainstream female audience, it's 2 middle-aged white guys.
Exactly. Peter Safran and James Gunn really have their finger on the pulse of...
I was thinking more us.
But, okay. But them too. Yeah. Well, I like to try to keep up with the culture and like sort of see like what's happening. You know what I mean? Like I use some of the slang. I'm not over here rizzing people. But I'm looks maxing. Anyway, I guess we'll see. I mean, I did not like the trailer. I liked the trailer, but it really just had a real sense of like, why is this movie? Like that kind of.
I mean,
was the
I'm
sense.
never a fan of that question. I don't like that kind of like.
I
Who's
understand.
this for? Like, who knows? Like, if it's a good story, hopefully it's for a lot of people. If not, what are you gonna do? Like, it annoys me. Like, especially, I'm gonna call you out a little bit here. For people who are like, paying attention to the box office is foolish. So is like worrying about. Then at the same time, why worry about who they're making a movie for? Is it a good movie? That's it.
The reason why, and worrying about the box office is usually foolish. The only times that worrying about the box office is less foolish is when you are invested in the future of the property. And so in this case, I'm invested in the future of the DCU. And a big whiff is troubling for the future of the DCU. And as a result...
I mean, supposedly the movie is real cheap to make, is one thing.
I mean, that'll help. That'll help.
I can't remember if it was Deadline or Hollywood Reporter. It was like a little more than $100 million. I guess
that in Hollywood these days you pay by the color, and that's how they saved a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah. If everything's brown.
Yeah, that's the cheapest color of them all. I don't know. I mean, like, I only asked that because when I asked that question of a franchise or IP movie, I ask, did you make this movie because you had the passion to make this movie, or did you make this movie because it's IP that you needed to exploit some IP and like you had something down the pipeline and you were developing 10 different pieces of IP and this one happened to get further along than everything else? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's
according to Gunn, at least, this was a passion thing. Where it was like there was a Supergirl script before Gunn and Safran took over. Gunn liked it. I can't. It's the same woman who wrote this one. He really liked it. He really liked the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow movie, and he brought in the writer of the previous Supergirl movie that didn't get made and said, "Hey, make this into a screenplay." And then she turned in a draft. She's like, "This is great. Let's go." Like, you know, his plan was not Superman, Supergirl, Superman.
No, I know his plan was IP, IP, IP. That's the problem here. Is that for me the question is this a movie that is coming out second because they were really excited about it and they think it's really great, or is it coming out second because it's IP that got developed? That's like, so at the end of the day, that for me is the question with these kinds of movies.
Every DC movie is IP that got developed. I
understand that, but like the reason like James Gunn starts with Superman because he had like a real take. Do you know what I mean? That he really wanted to do, and he wants to recreate he wants to do a new DC universe. Sorry, I'm turning my lights on because I forgot that it's getting dark out there. Hold on. There we go. Now I'm lit. So I get it. It's all IP. Like, you know what I mean? But like, it's the same thing with like Marvel. Is like, does Marvel make this movie because somebody's excited to make this movie, or because they're like, okay, we need to use some of this IP now. We have IP. We need to make a movie. We need to introduce this thing or whatever. And that's the question that I end up having. With these kinds of shared universe things, like, what's the motivation for the people behind the executives to make this movie? So that's always the question.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it does.
I mean,
again, the trailer, I thought it was a good trailer. Don't be afraid of colors. I just don't understand why everything is so brown. Like, that bums me out.
I'm hoping this is one of those trailers that actually isn't showing very much. Because nothing is like getting me super excited in the trailer.
The director in an interview said that they go to 9 different planets in the movie, and it looks like we see 2. So hopefully,
are you counting Krypton as one of them?
I wasn't, but I guess that would be 3. It looks like we see 3.
Okay,
you know,
and then I'm sure Earth is one of them too.
I think we see Earth in the beginning of the trailer. I don't know. Maybe we don't. I don't know.
I don't know if we do. I think that when she's waking up, I don't think she's on Earth anymore.
I don't know.
But I can't tell. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's out of context.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got?
That's it for news.
All right. We got letters this week.
We do. Jeffrey, House of, I don't know how to say that. Noki.
Noki.
Oh, because okay. Long-time listener, third-time question asker. Do you think in Star Trek, when someone uses a transporter, that as a courtesy they beam out the bodily waste so that when they arrive at an away mission, they are ready and don't have to go pee or poop or extrude their cloaca or whatever. Live long and prosper.
So this is actually a question that the podcast Greatest Generation is considered very often. And the question is, like, do you go to the bathroom in Star Trek? Or do you just get it beamed out of you? And I believe I would not like it beamed out of me. It feels like it's just is a margin for error. Like, any margin of error there is unacceptable. When I go sit on a toilet, my margin for error is, like, infinitesimally small. But when somebody's beaming out a part, something inside my intestine...
they take a piece of your stomach with them.
Yeah, it's just a little too much. I mean, I don't doubt that technically they could. You know what I mean? Like, the transporter is, like, really fucking fine-tuned. However, I would never feel comfortable.
But, I mean, let's not forget, in Star Trek The Motion Picture, 2 people die in a transporter accident. So we know that those things happen.
Well, you know what's interesting in that the original series Bible for Star Trek The Next Generation, Roddenberry made it clear that there should be no transporter accidents, there should be no technical problems, that should never be the driving force.
No stories.
Well, that was the problem with the first season. No stories. He's like, no stories.
No plot.
But, like, he really wanted to, like, have the technical side of Star Trek be perfect.
Yeah.
That was, like, part of his thing. So I'm really curious what he thought about that bit with the people dying. Because it doesn't really go anywhere. In Star Trek The Motion Picture. It's cool as shit, but it doesn't really go anywhere.
It's the Vulcan that was like seemed like he was going to replace Spock, right?
Yeah.
And then like some other person.
Yeah.
And then that's it, yeah.
Like, I mean, like, you don't have to kill Zahn. You don't have to even have Zahn in the movie. Like, I get that, like, the premise is, like, they lost their first officer or science officer or whatever. But, like, I think
they're actually, if I remember, I was watching something not that long ago about Star Trek The Motion Picture and they talked about that sequence, and one of the people was like, if you watch through the movie, when Kirk first gets to the Enterprise and he goes to talk to Deckard, they're in the engine room, and Deckard is like I'll help you fix the issues with the transporters, and Kirk says, no, come with me, and then the transporter accident happens.
Wow.
So it's all Kirk's fault that it happens.
Wow.
And that's why it happens, is to show that Kirk is his leadership, his wanting to control the ship is causing problems.
Interesting.
Yes.
I've actually
if I remember how the conversation went properly.
40 plus years of watching that movie, I've never really picked that up. I will say also, I would not want my pee and poo beamed out of me because I like going to the bathroom.
I agree.
Although, you know what? I might be like, okay, try it one time because I do want to know what that feels like.
I would want it. I think, like, if I ate too much and I was feeling sick.
Oh man, the transporter changes the binging purging community fundamentally.
Yeah,
fundamentally changes the binging purging community.
Well, this is on a different podcast, the one that I listened to, Star Trek: The Next Conversation. They've discussed that quite often. Of like, could you just eat all you want and then have it teleported out of your stomach, and then you don't have to worry about calories or anything? And also, is like replicator food, like, can you have the replicator create a hot fudge sundae that is actually nutritious for you, is like healthy for you, but tastes like a hot fudge sundae?
It's a good question. They use organic matter to create the food.
Yeah.
So, and it may in fact be waste matter that they use to create the food.
Well, the answer is given in Deep Space Nine, as they found out on the show.
Deep Space Nine? Not
yes.
Lower Decks?
No, on Deep Space Nine, there's an episode where Bashir talks about how he's been doing too much late night snacking with the replicator and he's gaining weight.
About gaining weight. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant, because I feel like there's an episode of Lower Decks where they might mention something about that. But they definitely have an episode where they're cleaning cum out of the holodeck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess they could. But I guess would they just beam it into space? What if you beam down and then like a big pile of shit just appeared next to you, then just splattered to the ground?
Oh,
yeah,
gross.
That'd be amazing.
Or do they just save it like the Doctor in Strange New Worlds did with his daughter, where he just kept her in like in between teleportation places?
He kept her in the Matrix, in the teleportation.
She's just in there with all their poop and pee.
She's in the hell of shit and piss. That's horrible. Oh, man. All right, what's our next letter?
Sean, a.k.a. Legato, says, I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima lately. The game was inspired by Kurosawa. I've never watched any of his movies and was wondering what your thoughts on Kurosawa are. Are you a fan? Why is he so important to cinema? And what movie should I start with? I hear I should watch Seven Samurai, but that sucker's 3.5 hours, which is always daunting. Thanks for the pods and thanks for your time.
So he is one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. He is part of a really interesting cultural exchange between American and Japanese filmmakers in that he was really inspired by American Western directors, and then his work then inspired Western directors. But Western with a capital W, like the genre. And so he's really really important for that. But his movie's just really good. I mean, like, they're just good movies.
I mean,
like,
Seven Samurai is 3.5 hours long. It does not feel like it.
No, it flies. Yeah, it flies.
It flies.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
And it does just zoom past. It kind of is the best place to start because it is, like, one of the best movies ever made in the history of cinema.
Yeah.
So, like, that's a pretty okay place to start. You know, this cat, man, he wanted in, he wanted out. Now he wants out again after he came back in.
Just leave the door open a crack, and then he can make up his own mind.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't understand that he can go through the door that's open a crack. He doesn't understand the door is movable. Like, I've had this problem before. The door's open a crack, and he'll just sit outside crying at me until I come and let him. Like, it's like he has like a certain amount of intelligence. Oh, he's given up on it. Okay.
I saw a picture today. It was a headline that for the first Mario Brothers movie, and it was what's her name, Anna Taylor-Joy and Jack Black. Mm-hmm. And there's a photo of them standing next to each other, and underneath was a comment. It was like, "This is what it would look like if my cat and dog were magically turned into humans."
I think another good place to start is The Hidden Fortress, the movie that George Lucas sort of used as one of his blueprints for Star Wars. That is like, it's a really good movie. It's no Seven Samurai. It's a really good movie, though. And so you'll have like that element of like, oh, this is Star Wars. I see where 3PO and R2-D2 come from. Like, so that's pretty cool. Rashomon is one of the all-time great movies as well. And
it's not the way I remember it.
That's
a Simpsons joke. That's a Simpsons joke.
I know.
It's funny. It makes me laugh.
It's a really great movie about how different people remember the same occurrence, and it's a movie about subjectivity in a really great way. And then, like, I think also like starting like, I can't know if I'm really going to say Ikiru is a good choice because it's this guy who's an office worker who's dying, and he's just like trying to find meaning in his final days of his life. Like any of his samurai pictures are going to be good. Throne of Blood, Ron, Yojimbo, Sanjuro. I mean, like, these are all going to be...
Which is the one...
Oh, no, he didn't direct Sanjuro, sorry.
What's the one that's Macbeth? That Hidden Fort? No, that's...
No, you can think of King Lear. Ron is King Lear.
No, but there's a Macbeth one where the guy goes to the witches, and the witch has a projector, essentially made out of wood, and then the trees move towards the castle.
Is it
I can't remember which one it is.
Blood? It's Throne of Blood. I think it's Throne of Blood, I think, if I had to...
That one I love. I really like that one.
Yeah.
Ron I like a lot. Seven Samurai's great. Yojimbo's great.
But Seven Samurai is super fucking watchable. I mean, that's
Seven
the thing.
Samurai is an unbelievably good movie.
Here's the thing. If you're going to watch Seven Samurai, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to sit down, you're going to get comfortable, you're going to want to have good snacks, you're going to want to put the phone to the side, and you're going to want to just give yourself to the experience. Because the thing is that I think, like many great Westerns, Seven Samurai is like a cracking samurai story. You know what I mean? Like, it's a terrific samurai story. But it's also beautiful, and it's also deep, and it's also unbelievably well made. And the characters are just, like, absolutely indelible in that movie. It's, I love every fucking character. But, like, Toshiro Mifune, who was... sort of the De Niro to Kurosawa's Scorsese. He plays Kikichio in that movie, and he's one of my favorite cinema characters of all time. Just an absolutely wonderful character. But I think they're all really great, and you understand why people keep wanting to like make their version of Seven Samurai, like Seven Samurai in Star Wars. Like when you watch it, like, oh yeah, I totally get it. Like I 100% get why you want to do that. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely start with Seven Samurai, and just set aside the time and just be like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. It's not boring. You have it's obviously not like fast paced. It's a 1950
but, I mean,
movie, but it flows. It flows really well.
I think the first time I saw it, I was in high school, and I was just like instantaneously hooked, like right away, just hooked into it. Like, and I'm not a big subtitles guy, but.
Right.
I've never watched. I don't even know if there's a dubbed version. I can't imagine.
I don't think there is.
Yeah, I mean that's good stuff. It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's one of the best. So start there. Can't go wrong.
And our third question comes from Bobert, and it says, "This is kind of a long one, but coincides with the 60th anniversary of Star Trek. With the announcement of the uncharacteristically quick cancellation of Starfleet Academy, William Shatner surprisingly came out in support of the show and its progressive and diverse message. He actually brought up the infamous kiss on TOS, saying, during the first airing of my Star Trek series, where a kiss was objectionable, many southern stations pulled the episode and condemned the show. Using today's vernacular, it would absolutely be called woke DEI crap because it went against the norms of society for its time. Not a lot seems to have changed. I know that Shat's social media history has been a mixed bag, and I acknowledge the debate about how much is him versus some hired hand running his PR, but it's still an unexpectedly outspoken show of support for a TV series that's gotten a lot of hate from fans and MAGA chodes alike. Ultimately, my question comes down to this. The future of Trek under an obviously right-wing regime, is the future of Trek under a right-wing regime going to retain any of that woke DEI crap that Shatner cites, or are we about to see a whitewashed version of Trek that will be unrecognizable for those of us that watched and loved it almost the entirety of its 60-year existence?
Well, nobody knows, right? I mean, that's sort of the big question. Like, nobody really knows what is going to happen next. And I do think even David Ellison, as a right-winger, has to understand that Star Trek does have social messages, and it's just a matter of like what those social messages are. And I don't think his social messages. I don't think he'll force like hardcore right-wing social. I don't think, but it's hard to say. Also that is not William Shatner at all. That's every tweet is a social media guy. His social media guy is obsessed with Supernatural. And interacts with supernatural actors all the time. So I believe that the social media person would actually really like Starfleet Academy. Like, that makes a lot of sense to me. Like, they that the supernatural fan base is like a very shipping oriented, like kind of fan base. So I suspect that person probably actually does like Starfleet Academy. Starfleet Academy got canceled for the exact same reason Star Trek did, which is that the show was too expensive and the ratings weren't good enough.
Yeah,
like that's the exact reason that Star Trek, like they would have kept Starfleet Academy going if it was a hit. Like, I mean, that's just at the end of the day, the reality of it. Would Ellison have stepped in and said we're going to do things differently? I don't know. Who knows? But the thing is that with the future of Trek, right now, the future of Trek is currently in the hands of John Francis Daley and Jonathan Goldstein, and those guys are not right wing hacks.
No.
So. They're the guys that are running the movies now, and maybe the TV show's even moving forward. We don't know exactly.
They running? They've been hired to write and direct a movie, but we'll see. Like, has it been greenlit or? Well,
my understanding is that they're hired to write and direct a movie that I believe is like launching the next era of Star Trek. Like, whatever their angle is like where weare going at. You know what I mean?
But my question is, like, have they handed in a script and it's been greenlit, or have they like?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't work at Paramount. Why are you asking me?
I thought maybe you would know. Like, I just wasn't sure if it was like this movie is greenlit, it's moving forward, or if it's like, they wrote up a treatment and now they're going to write up a script. And we'll go
I would assume it's as good as greenlit because Ellison is a Star Trek fan, and I would assume that he wants to get that going fairly quickly. And they're great, and I think that unless there's like catastrophic development problems, they probably move fairly quickly on it. And those are the guys that did, among other movies, most recently Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, which many of you probably have not watched.
Which is a goddamn shame.
Because the movie fucking rules.
Yes.
Just absolutely fucking rules. And they also made Game Night, which is one of Derek's favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, I love that movie very, very much. Yeah.
But, like, honestly, like, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is so good.
Yeah.
That it's, like, kind of, like, mind-blowing how good it is. I mean, it's not, like, a great work of cinema, like, per se, but, like, it's a good time at the movies.
Great time at the movies. Like, when it was coming out, there was a lot of like, oh, it's like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's not.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, no, it's not. Like,
it's not.
Everybody's decided that like any kind of like group of people who are kind of weird has got to be Guardians of the Galaxy riff, and it's really not always the case.
Any kind of group of people that are weird, or any movie that is sci-fi and uses pop songs, as if like nobody ever used pop songs before.
Right.
You know, all of a sudden it's Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, it's like. I don't know.
But so I feel really positive, at least about that. And you know, who knows what's going to ever actually get, you know, all the way through. We'll see when the movie's fucking done shooting, and then actually when the movie's released is when we'll know that the movie's coming out. Like that's these days that's where you go. And I got to tell you something. I don't know what the deal is right now with Paramount anyway, because Oracle, which is the parent company, kind of, it's where the Ellison money comes from, just laid off a gazillion people this week, and their stock tanked. Yeah, and their stock tanked. And that's going to maybe impact the deal to try to buy Warner Brothers, potentially.
I read a thing yesterday that the Iran war has really put a problem into things for them, because they were counting on a lot of Middle Eastern money.
Yes, they were counting on a lot of Middle Eastern money. Yeah, it was like Saudis were going to like own a huge chunk of the studio. Yeah. No, it's maybe God's protecting us in its own weird way. Terrible thing to say about a war, but don't cancel it again, please.
God started a war to make sure that Paramount did not own Warner Brothers. Would be it'd be right up there with God's plan in Black Easter, I guess. Of just being confusing and like, why did you go to these lengths?
You made everybody suffer for no good reason.
How about you just don't have that truck hit the car and kill the guy's wife and kids? Yeah.
Oh man, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm curious about where things go and what keeps going on. They're obviously putting a lot of focus on CBS News and destroying that. Yeah. So we'll see what they're. Yeah, we'll find out.
It's exciting. It's exciting times to see everything get ruined. You know, but yeah.
If people want to have their questions answered, how can they do that?
They can send them to ask.cinema.sanga@gmail.com. In the subject line, put what show you want it for, Bad Batch or Across the Omniverse, and then one question or comment per email, please. Thank you.
Before we go to the recap review portion of the show, I wanted to say that today human beings have launched to go to the moon.
Yes.
For the first time.
Circle.
To orbit the moon. It's the first time that we've done that, though, in decades.
Forever.
Probably within, it has not happened within the lifespan of a humongous number of people listening to this. I think that I think I think they had stopped going to the moon by the time you were born.
Yeah, I don't believe there were any trips to the moon since I was.
I think I maybe just like squeezed it in. I'm gonna look this up actually. No, I didn't make it. No, 72. No. I wasn't even born either. So never in my lifetime have there been humans that close to the moon. So
it's wild. I watched the launch. It was very exciting. It was very, very exciting. I was psyched. I was walking Appa at the time. I was watching on my phone, carrying a bag full of poop in my other hand, and holding the leash and the phone and the bag of poop. It was a full experience.
Great story. I do hate that it's happening right now, like because NASA invited Laura Loomer to watch their launch. Like I hate this. Like it's like so upsetting. But you know what? At the same time, like I'm excited that we're launching people, and I hope it goes well. And I do want us back in space. Like I do think that that's important to us. I do think so. So, but then again, I'm an old man, and I have old man views about things. And one of those old man views is that going to space is important. A lot of younger people don't think it's that important. And
no, I saw a lot of people say, being like, "Why are we spending money on this?" And it's like, it's really like, it's hard to explain how NASA's existence shaped a lot of the last like 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the things that they created in order to get to the moon and all that, like, and how, like, Velcro. That's because they needed it for astronauts. Like, it's wild. Like, you know, there's a lot of stuff we have because of trying to explore space.
Yeah.
And the concept of trying to see more of the universe, I think, is just good. That is good use of money. You know, that's my theory.
Honestly, it isn't that expensive, all things considered.
No.
It's costing more probably per day to have an Iran war than to send some people to the fucking moon. I mean, like
100% it is. 100%.
Anyway, I just wanted to like note that because it's crazy. Like once upon a time, this would have been huge news, and now it's like barely getting paid attention to.
Yeah.
So weird ass days indeed. All right, you ready to talk about Daredevil Born Again, episodes 2 and 3, season 2?
Sure.
Let's do it. Daredevil, Season 2, Episodes 2 and... Born Again, I should specify here. Episodes 2 and 3, Shoot the Moon and the Scales and the Sword. And Shoot the Moon is our first of the two, and it opens up directly after the events of last episode ending, with Cherry's being brought out of his house to the ambulance, and Daredevil is like up on a roof. Doing roof business, which I like. I like when they put him on a roof like that. Like he's like hunched over. Like that's good Daredevil shit.
Yeah, he's doing a cool pose. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good Daredevil shit. So that's what we get. Then we cut to Bullseye is at a church. He's looking for Sister Maggie, who is Daredevil's mom. And we get the first of a couple of times where it turns out that Bullseye carries his own lighting kit.
Yes. This happened in the last season.
Yeah.
In like the episode when he tries to kill Kingpin.
Right.
And it was cool in that. It was interesting. And here it's kind of neat. I was like, oh, we're doing that again. That's kind of neat in the church. But it happens later on in like an elevator. And at that point, it's like, this is really goofy now. Like, this is too much.
Yeah, it can't happen every time he shows up. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It has to happen like in cool moments, like in like really important moments. Like when him like being revealed that he's looking for Daredevil's mom, I think is like a very good use of that. You know what I mean? Like the changing of the colors and shit like that. But yeah, when he's stepping out of the elevator, I'm like, did they put all this blue light because they wish they had made his costume bluer? Like, because it gives it a little bit more of a blue tint. You know what I mean? So
you think they can handle that in post, though, right? They could just paint it bluer, right?
I don't know. Mayor Fisk is training. It's a charity fight coming up, and he's training, and Buck Cashman comes in while he's taking a 30-second break. And it turns out, so basically Fisk realizes that Bullseye has saved Daredevil's life. And so it's like this whole, like, shit, like, who's working with who kind of thing. The whole time, his trainer is like, I thought you weren't a quitter. You got to get up. And I was like, buddy, don't do this. Like, buddy, do not do this. Like, do not do this. And sure enough, when Wilson Fisk gets up, he fucking punches the shit out of this guy. I really like this. Like, he punches him, he flies across the room and shatters the mirror on the wall, which is now covered in his blood. And I really like that. Like, I like a good, like, that's not realistic. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, give me the Kingpin has, like, super strength somehow. Like, I want that 100%.
I do wish there was some kind of setup for this boxing match.
I agree, because it's weird, because it does feel like you missed something, right?
Like the whole time it's brought up here, and then in the next episode it's brought up like on the news. Some lady's like, he's doing a boxing match next week, and I'm like, for what? Can anyone tell me what is happening?
Yeah, it's like hard to know. Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. So Daredevil goes home and is talking to Karen, and they're trying to figure out like, well, so why is Bullseye helping us? You know, like, why is he on our side now? And they think that there was all this complicated shit with Vanessa last season, and they think that he's like playing a game here.
Yeah.
And that he's not here to kill Daredevil. He's here to like create like a problem for Fisk. Like that's like what he's doing, is what they figure out. But then they also realize during the course of this conversation that the co-pilot of the Northern Star must still be out there. And so they're going to go out and try to find him. But at the same time, we get our our anti-vigilante task force raiding that definitely Greek restaurant, because they really show us the sign this time.
Yeah.
And arresting the lady that he was talking to last week. These two episodes, I guarantee, like, somebody at Disney's like, yeah, I cannot fucking believe this is the show we made. Like, I cannot believe we made a show where Daredevil is beating the shit out of ice every episode once or twice. Like, it's wild, because they're just ice. And down to the idea that, like, they're the anti-vigilante task force and they're, like, arresting this lady. Like, they're just way outside of their bounds. Like, but that's how that works. Like, when you have a fascist paramilitary, they begin operating with impunity. But I mean, like, there's like a scene later on in this episode, like, where the task force guys are walking down the hallway in the hospital, and we see the AVTF on their backs, and it just, I mean, like, it just looks like ice, and it has the vibe of how in comic books they would take real things and then put science fiction sheen on it. Yeah. But be making a commentary, but this is just absolutely accidental. This is absolutely
100%,
accidental.
100% not planned at all.
Yeah,
just worked this way.
It's so nuts. It's so nuts. And like a lot of stuff in these two episodes that maybe 2 years ago would have been like, oh, come on, they're putting people in cages. Now I'm like, oh yeah, they definitely do shit like that.
It's funny because 2 years ago I would have been like, come on, they're putting people in cages. Now I watch, I'm like, come on, they would have them all in just one small cage.
They have one, they all be jammed in together. Like, come on, they're gonna get in their own personal space. Give me a break.
Space. Yeah.
So
I do want to discuss
what
Karen and Matt's hideout apartment.
Yeah.
How is it perpetually sunset in there?
I know. It's really amazing.
It's very
right?
weird.
But you know
always
what?
sunset.
I'm gonna say that I like it. Like, I like in the Born Again version of Daredevil, things have felt more stylized and less grounded a lot of the time. And the idea that this space always looks like this, like whenever they're in there, I think is part of that. Like, because it's about evoking a mood as opposed to like actually doing storytelling with the light.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but I think the problem is that they're trying to write a line between being more comic booky and making sure that the fans of the Netflix show are happy. And I think those two things are just slamming into each other and not working. They're just not playing together well. Yeah, there are problems with it, and I think it is not always successful. But this feels like, if you had a cat with only 2 legs and it was trying to get up the steps, you'd be like, oh man, good, you go, guy. I know you can do it. Like, I know you keep tumbling down the steps, but look at you trying to go up the steps. Like, that's kind of how I feel about this show now, is I'm like, oh, look at you doing comic book stuff. Look, you can do it. You're not doing it well, but I'm so glad you're trying. It's that Simpsons, Bart giving Homer a cake that says, at least you tried. At least you tried, yeah.
That's very much my general take.
Throws out because Homer did not try. Like, right? Like,
but I mean, that is,
I disagree. I spoiler, I thought these 2 episodes were very bad, but we'll get more into that.
I thought they were absolutely mediocre. I did not think they were really bad. The difference between Born Again and the Netflix show is I really had a hard time watching the Netflix show.
Oh, no, it's still better than the Netflix show. Don't get me wrong. But like, I think the editing is not strong. I think the stories are weak.
Well, here's what's really interesting about the editing, especially in, I think, the next episode, is that they do a lot of intercutting between storylines, but very rapid intercutting, and the intercutting does not have a thematic or textual reason. Nope. And I think it's because they realized these scenes were all boring.
Yep. So if you cut between them a bunch, it makes them feel less boring.
Yeah, that's what I think was happening there.
I think it's the same reason why a lot of scenes have like way over the top shaky cam when it's just 2 people talking.
Yeah.
Is because they are trying to give the sense of tension where there just isn't really any.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think, like one of the problems with these episodes is stuff like none of the mayor stuff lands. The whole leak thing doesn't land. And it doesn't really feel like it's so obvious who it is that it's like...
when she takes off the mask and they play it as a beat, I'm like, come on. Like,
obviously it was her, yeah.
Yeah.
In the mayor's office, Buck Cashman... by the way, do you think Buck Cashman could become the Rose?
No.
There is some Rose imagery in this particular episode.
There is Rose imagery. I agree.
And I was very curious about the Rose imagery. And also, is he fucking Vanessa?
Got that feeling.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Got that feeling. I don't think he'll become the Rose because I think if anything more, these two episodes more make me feel like it's going to be Daniel. Although I had another thought as I was watching it because of the Rose. The first time we see Rose in one of whichever episode it is, it's in Vanessa's dream. It turns blue.
And it's blue, and then it's red when she wakes up. Yeah,
and it's red when she wakes up, but her dream is about her hiring Bullseye to kill Foggy.
And
I was
so
like,
the blue.
God damn it! Is Foggy going to be the Rose?
No, there's no way. There's no fucking way. So Buck is trying to, he's like, hey, why don't you just fucking tell everybody that Matt Murdock is Daredevil, bro? Like, we could really save a lot of time. And Fisk actually has, I think, a pretty good answer, which is, here's the problem. Daredevil, it's really easy to make this guy look like shit. Like, it's very easy. The problem is that once you say the blind lawyer who literally took a bullet for me is Daredevil, it gets a little bit more complicated. Yeah, and like people that have different feelings about it. And so he's like, but I have a new way of maybe flushing him out of hiding. And actually it's really brilliant, which is that he gets on TV and is like, I'm here to talk about Matt Murdock, the lawyer from Hell's Kitchen. Everybody calls him the lawyer from Hell's Kitchen. Like, so fucking funny.
It is.
And he's like, Matt Murdock may be alive, and we think that the vigilantes are targeting him, and he's in hiding, so he's a hero. We need you to help us find Matt Murdock. And I kind of like that, because it is like, being on the lookout for Daredevil's meaningless for the average citizen, but being on the lookout for Matt Murdock has much more juice to it.
Yeah,
And I like that, like... there's one thing I like about this show is the way that it tries to dramatize the way that information spreads these days. So like on the scene where he's saying this and then it cuts to Matt and Karen outside and it's like every single person going by is like watching this and shit. Like it's like really dumb, but I liked it. It's really dumb as shit, but I liked it because it is trying to do this is instantly known everywhere, which is how it works in the modern world. The way that it works in the modern world is not very cinematic, and so they're really pumping it up quite a bit, and I really like that a bunch, frankly.
I did. This made me really wish in the first season we had spent a little more time showing Fisk's campaign to be mayor.
Yeah.
Because I find it hard watching him like record this video. I was like, I don't think anyone would vote for this guy because he's got no charisma, and he ends his video with the creepiest smile ever.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't. Who voted for him? I'd love to know more.
You know what? I gotta say, man. Like in 2026, my hands are. I'm in the air. I have no idea. Like anybody, the worst people can win. Like it's like people who are surface level horrific can win.
Yeah.
Like Ted Cruz keeps winning. Nobody likes Ted Cruz.
No,
he has no charisma.
Like I don't understand how nobody even just like a different member of the GOP just primaries him and wins, just being like, I'm not this annoying bastard.
Yeah. Actually, Ted Cruz is a really good example of a guy that has zero charisma, is actually actively annoying, and has continued to win in his Senate race again.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. I think that a big piece of it is, again, it's a Trump thing, right? And I don't think that the show did that on purpose, but like it really is I'm the guy that's going to clean up the stuff, and I'm not going to do it like the regular politicians.
But Trump, for all the hatred in my heart for Trump, there's no doubting that like the guy has like a charisma to him.
Oh no, he's really charismatic.
Yeah.
He's also I hate to say this, the guy's funny as hell.
He can be very funny.
Funny as hell.
Yeah.
And you know what's so funny is like, This is not the worst part of Trump, but like one of the really awful things about Trump is how many of his catchphrases and his lines I just have made their way into my life.
Yeah.
Like the number of times that in the last week I have said to somebody, many such cases. Fuck. This guy could coin a phrase, man.
I don't know if you saw his line today from his speech that he was giving right before we started recording, but it was something along the lines of like, in America, we have all the gas. So that's always fun.
Yeah.
America has plenty of gas. We have so much gas.
We have so much gas. That's going to be a thing I'm going to say when my stomach hurts.
Yeah.
Devin has all the gas. So much gas.
So much gas.
Then we have Sheila and Daniel Blake, Michael Gandolfini, my favorite character on the show. They are watching this Kingpin video, the fake Kingpin mask video, and it has Daredevil footage from the boat. We talked about this last week, like how the fuck does nobody realize? But they have, like, and they're like, okay, first of all, do we tell Fisk? Like, we let Fisk know that this even exists, and so there's like a concern about that, and then it's like, well, who's the fucking leak? And Sheila's like, do you have this video? And he's like, no way, I don't have access to this video, but he does. It's on his laptop and he deletes it.
It's literally the only thing on his desktop.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's it is what it is. So Powell, the bad cop, shows up and he goes and talks to Fisk a little bit, and then he runs into Cole North, who we thought died last season. I thought died.
I forgot he existed. So,
well, he's a guy who was notable because Cole North is a character from the comics.
Okay.
But he's like a good cop in the comics, and here he's a bad cop. And Cole North's all burned up because he got caught in the explosion of Matt Murdock's apartment.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want back on the task force. And Powell's like, I don't know, bro. Like, you're still healing. And he's like, no, this is it. This is as good as it's going to get for me. And so Powell's like, fine, okay, you can join again. And I honestly, like, that also really has like big Ice vibes, where it's like, well, you probably shouldn't have this job, but sure, come on. Like, maybe you're not like the right guy for this anymore.
Yeah.
So
he's like, yeah, I'm horribly wounded.
And like, I'm probably carrying
masks.
incredible fucking traumatic bullshit with me. Like, yeah. So he's like, yeah, fine, you can join again. And then we cut to Cherry in the hospital, and he's got some of his old cop buddies hanging out with him, and they're all chilling out in the hospital room. And that's when two anti-vigilante task force guys bust in. And I actually really like this scene.
I like the first third of the scene.
Yeah?
Yeah. Of this, I guess this sequence, I should say. It's not because it's multiple scenes.
Well, I like this one scene, though, where they're coming into the room and
they're like, hey, you gonna bring pizza? Yeah.
Yeah, the old cops just give them a fucking hard time and they don't respect them. And I like that a lot. And I like the fact that the old cops can kind of make the goons go by just disrespecting them. Like, because they know they can't do shit in a hospital and they know they can't do shit to these old cops. Like, they're kind of, all that they know how to do is beat people up. They have no other solution to problems.
And they were coming to
kill Cherry,
but now they can't because these guys are just going to be around them 24/7.
Yes,
which is great. Which is great.
So, and also this does actually have a bit where they come to Cherry's room and they tell the two cops on guard, like, hey, you can go, we got this. And the cop's like, I don't think so. So the show is trying to set up that there are good cops is what it's trying to set up, which I'm assuming is going to be important later on in the season. Is my guess that not all the cops like this shit.
Yeah.
But they get humiliated and they go to the elevator and they talk about how much they hate old people in the elevator. And so, what's really a bummer is that this scene, like, it's actually really shot really well. I really like how it's done. Like, and because like the ceiling of the elevator is mirrored and the camera pans up and then you see one of the mirror panels begin to move. And then we cut to outside the elevator and we hear them talking and then we hear them
thunk. Yeah.
And then the doors of the elevator open and they're both standing there dead on their feet with knives in their heads. And then they fall forward and then Bullseye comes out. But this is another one of these, like, Bullseye brought his lighting kit with him. And
well, there's two problems here. One, the way that they fall, I don't know if they couldn't put padding down or whatever, but the two guys fall so slowly and put their arms out to, like, not hit the ground. And it's like, it doesn't work. It doesn't like it feels off. Hello, buddy. Hey, buddy. It feels off. And then, then the lights turn blue and Bullseye enters the scene and then walks out of the elevator and the lights are gone again. And it's like, why did you even do it for like a 2-second shot? It's so weird.
What is he doing?
I in this sequence, I have no idea. I have no idea what his plan is here.
Because he's there as Bullseye. That's the thing. He's not just there as like...
No, he's wearing his Bullseye outfit and stuff.
He's on his Bullseye outfit. Well, you could see his... I feel like you could see his Bullseye on his head much better now.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
It's one of the ways that they've kind of like, I think, upped the ante a little bit on the comic book stuff. Not fully, like, obviously this is not Bullseye's costume. Like, I don't...
No,
But, like, you can see the shit now. Like, and the same with the D's on Daredevil's chest. Like, it looks... And that looks great. I think it looks really good.
His suit looks really good in this season, yeah.
And also, the thing that they really missed out on opportunity for many other episodes, and that these 2 episodes have, is people spray painting the Daredevil symbol.
Yes.
It's a very easily spray painted symbol. So, like, it, makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't really understand why he's there killing guys. Like, I just don't fundamentally get it. Like, if he was going to kill these guys, he should have done it before they got turned away from the room. Because he's waiting for them to kill Cherry before he kills them. I don't know. Maybe that's what he's doing. But those guys had called in backup before they went away, and the backup comes, and Cherry's room is empty. Everybody's gone.
I hated this so much.
Why?
Because we're going to watch these guys walk down the hallway, go to Cherry's room. The other cops are in there. They get in the elevator. They get killed. Cut to guys walking down the hallway. They come to Cherry's room. And it's like, it just feels like we're spinning wheels here. Like, we didn't need that next scene of them being in there and being like, hey, these guys are dead. Like, we can move. You can do that scene in a different location.
So I think that the 2 Cherry hospital room scenes are important. I think both of those are important. And I think the first one is important because it is important to establish that the old cops are looking out for Cherry.
Yes,
because that's going to come into play later, right? That's like later on, we're going to be told, like, don't worry about Cherry, he's okay. And I think that it's really fun to see that they, like, were able to, like, get him out and that they, like, pants the AVTF in the process a little bit. I do think that, like, there's, like, a little bit too much, like, telling happening in here. Yeah. But I do think those 2 bits are, like, on, like, when you're...
I think maybe if there was space between them.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Because it's just the way... Because it's literally those guys get killed, cut to a shot of the main anti-vigilante task force guy walking down the hallway to Cherry's room and being like, he's gone, and then like standing there next to the dead bodies, and it's like, what the fuck? like what? Like, there's such a weird timing format to it. It just it played wrong, I think.
So we have Wilson Fisk sitting down with Michael Gandolfini, and he shows Michael what?
Daniel.
He's Michael Gandolfini. He does such a fucking Gandolfini thing in the episode where he's making dinner for
dinner. Yeah,
that's like such a everything about it's just like total James Gandolfini. Like, he's really
if he was just breathing harder.
Yeah, it's like
if he's breathing like Daredevil breathes all the time.
Daredevil's always out of fucking breath.
Daredevil the ninja cannot stop making sounds.
Does he have asthma? What's going on with Daredevil?
He might. Maybe the mask. It's hard to breathe with the mask on.
Yeah. So the mask doesn't fit. There's a scene in next episode where it's like a profile of him talking to this captured cop, and you can see his nose and then the bump of the mask. And I'm like, oh no, you needed to have that lined up better. Like, it looks weird. It looks very weird right there.
And that's what I'm saying. Is like maybe it's too tight on the nose.
Yeah, it's like one of those breathing strips. So he shows Gandolfini that he knows about the fake Kingpin video, and he's really mad about it. And basically, he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like, I told you, if you fuck up again, I'm gonna kill you. And he has this business card. The other thing is that the cop from last season, who Fisk got rid of, he's dead. He was been in a car accident, quote unquote, and he's smeared all over the road. And Fisk
isn't that the guy who crushed his head, didn't he? Isn't that guy?
Yeah, but I think that's how they set it up.
Yeah, they set it up.
Yeah. And I think he leaves that out on his desk on purpose so people can look at it. You know what I mean? Because, like, I think he does want that. And Kingpin's like, I'm going to kill you. And then Gandolfini's able to talk his way out of it. Fellas at home, he does something here that for your wife or girlfriend, this is a perfect move. And Kingpin's trying to, like, who are you? who in this building are you looking to protect? And he goes, you. And that's great.
Kingpin goes, oh.
Well, Kingpin goes, good answer. Yeah, he does. It really does. He's like, gets butterflies. I mean, it's really good. It's very romantic. But it's a very good answer. And then this is where we see Buck talking with Vanessa, and he's getting her a gun because Bullseye is out there looking for her.
Poindexter.
Yeah, they think that Bullseye wants to kill her is what they're assuming. And then this is the scene that made me think they're fucking.
Oh, yeah. It definitely felt that way. Yeah. The way it ends.
It's kind of funny because there's a number of scenes in these episodes where, like in a show that's very dedicated to just saying stuff, there's a couple of plot points that they leave really vague in a way that I don't know why they're leaving it this vague. You know what I mean?
I mean, this they might be just starting to lay the groundwork of the story. Yeah.
I guess they got a lot of episodes,
the boxing thing, I really wish they would have said something about what is going on with that. Yeah. But like, yeah, here he's definitely, they're definitely at least very flirtatious.
Yeah.
Like if it has not started, it feels like something's about to start.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I would say a note to the writers, stop calling him Poindexter. It's just, you can't take the character seriously. I know that's his name in the comics and whatnot, but like,
I do feel like in real life I would call him Poindexter. I really honestly do. Like,
I would to make fun of him, but when they're like, we have to protect ourselves from Poindexter. And it's like, no, you don't. His name is fucking Poindexter.
We have to protect ourselves from John Limpdick.
Look out, Booger's coming. Like, it's like, come on.
Although, in the Mafia, you do say stuff like that.
Look out, Booger's coming.
Well, look out, Fat Johnny's coming. Like you do say those dumb names. Like you do say those in those situations. At the not at the Red Hook dock, but at the other dock, they're clearing the wreckage from the Northern Star and they're pulling the crates out. And Matt and Karen are there peeping. They're doing a peeping.
Yeah.
And turns out that one of the containers break open and it's full of diapers. But that's fake. They know it's fake. They know that's like. They want people to see the diapers.
Yeah.
And
the sure sign that it's fake is that the crate is dry.
Dry, and so are the diapers. Yeah, everything's super dry. Yeah. But that's hard to say. Is that just the production not doing their job, or is it supposed to be like that lazy by the bad guys?
I don't know.
The problem is in the real world, the bad guys are that lazy.
Yeah.
So like once again, like this really the world has really fucked up shows like this because normally I would just go, that's so fucking stupid. But now I'm like, you know what? That's actually much smarter than what's actually happening in the real world. So like at least they put diapers in there. And we get little White Tiger 2, who's tiny. I forgot that she's so tiny.
Yes, she's a kid.
She's an imp. Yeah. And she's hanging out with her aunt, who was married to their first White Tiger. And they see the wanted posters for Matt, or they're searching for Matt posters, and they're like, oh, I hope they find this guy. He's a good guy.
I need you to go into the notes and look at the video I included. Because there is an extra in the scene when they're walking to the shop that I could not stop laughing about. Because he is definitively an NPC that has a walk path.
I don't have access to this file.
Oh, no, what?
Yeah, well, let's not. We'll skip it. You explain it to us because people at home can't see it anyway.
There's there's a guy, an extra in the background, who's walking, and he just stops at a fire hydrant and just stands there, and it feels like he's like a video game NPC who they programmed in a walk path for him, and then somebody, when they were building out the level, put something that blocks that path, so the NPC just stops. And it's like, I can't do anything. He just stands there next to this fire hydrant all of a sudden. It's the weirdest thing.
That's wild. They're talking about what a good guy Matt is, and then they're going to go stop in the bodega. And we have a scene where the aunt, like, I'm like a little torn about what the aunt's doing here.
Yeah.
I'm like very big on the mind your own business side of things, kind of. And I feel like kids stealing liquor is sort of a rite of passage. But she's like starts giving them a hard time and is like, I mean, her argument is like, you steal things, prices go up, and then you're going to be drunk on the streets causing more trouble. Like, you're right. But like, the kids though, I got to say, wonderfully disrespectful. Absolutely wonderfully disrespectful to her.
Yeah.
They just are awful to her. And this cat is just being a pain in the ass today. And they're being, and then it gets so heated that the bodega owner pulls out a shotgun over like a bottle of Mad Dog 2020, and the kid drops it.
All of these kids.
Yeah, and so
I
this
like
is
the kid drops it, and then the bodega owner says, "This isn't your home. Clean it up."
Yeah,
which I like. That's a good dig.
That's good. I mean, like, it's, you got a shotgun on you. You probably got to clean it up. But before that can happen, an AVTF guy shows up and beats the shit out of the store owner, and then starts like going for the kids. And White Tiger's aunt tries to like stop them from beating the guy.
Yeah.
Cat, what are you doing? Do you want to go?
And then she gets arrested for assaulting an officer.
Yeah. And they go outside, and there's like a riot already going on. People don't want AVTF in their neighborhood, and there's a riot going on, and they put her in the paddy wagon, and people are throwing bricks and shit. And so we get the sense that New Yorkers are kind of not loving this. And Angela, White Tiger 2, is stuck just watching. She's nothing that she can do. Yep. We cut to Heather, who I also, once again, did not recognize, as always.
I had this in my notes, and I got rid of it because I was like, I'm probably imagining this in my brain. I swear to God, in this one scene, her hair changes 3 times.
I mean, I could be.
I swear to God.
There's an event, and she's giving some speech that sounds like a bummer of a speech, frankly. And she's talking to Vanessa. Now, here's the other thing. Is Vanessa hitting on her?
Maybe.
I got that vibe too. Like, I would like if Vanessa's fucking everybody on the show. That would be like a great second season plot line. But they're talking about Matt, and Vanessa, knowing that Matt is Daredevil and knowing that Heather dated Matt, is like kind of digging for information. And Heather's like, maybe Frank Castle or Daredevil killed him. And Vanessa's like, nah.
There's a bit. I understand the show's not a comedy, but I wish they had gone with it. Is that Vanessa says to her, what state was Matt in the last time you saw him? And if she just got to New York, like, I would have loved it.
That would have been great. And then we have Bullseye watching them, and I have got to say, Bullseye's whole thing is so inscrutable to me. I have no idea what's going on with this guy.
I cannot figure it out.
I have no clue.
I cannot. I would also point out that previous to this, I think it was previous to this, where Kingpin was talking to the head AVTF guy. And he was like, hey, Vanessa's doing a thing at the mansion tonight. And he's like, yeah, I've got four extra units to cover it. They're not doing a good job because Bullseye's just right across the street on top of a building, looking through the window.
Well, I got to say something. If they are ICE is really bad at their jobs.
That's true.
All they're really good is beating people up. They're not really good at anything else. They're arresting people who are innocent. Yeah. They're like pulling people out of cars and leaving the cars in the middle of the street. Like, they're not good. But
he also says, like, Buck Cashman has set up security, but I want more. And it's like, so Buck Cashman's apparently not very good at it either.
Yeah, I mean, Buck Cashman, he's he's really concerned about his porno career.
He's really working on that.
Kirsten is at the office working in her Stanford hoodie, and Angela breaks in and is like, hey, my aunt got taken, and Kirsten's like, okay, I'll start calling the jails. And she's like, no, AVTF took her, she's gone. Like, people just disappear. And Kirsten's like, ooh, it's pretty bad.
Sorry.
And Angela sees Hector's case that has the White Tiger amulet in it, so they go look at it. My assumption is that she did not think Kirsten was going to be there, that she was breaking in to steal that the whole time.
I don't disagree. I do,
because Kirsten is like, how did you get in here? Like, that is like a big part of the scene.
Yeah. And it's like late at night, you wouldn't think she'd be in.
Yeah.
Right. Would be the idea. Yeah. It is funny to me. And I know why they did it. It's not like bad storytelling funny, but it was just funny to me where she just like looks over and goes, hey, is that my uncle's stuff? And it's like just sitting there. And it's like, yeah, that's the all powerful amulet. We just leave it there on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, she knows where it is my take on this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that Angela knows where it is, that she's here to get it. Like, that's 100%, And I guess she gets it, I guess.
Yeah, she's wearing it later.
we cut back to the mansion. Sheila comes into the Fisk's. This is a scene that I have no clue why it's in the program. She goes to Fisk's office. He's not there, and she finds that Gallo file.
Yeah.
And then she's looking at it, and then Fisk is like, "See anything you like?" And then they talk about Gallo a little bit, and then they leave.
Yep.
And that's it. Like, what is the point of the scene?
No idea.
Like, I want, like, him to talk to her about, like, the leak. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, make that... So, we're going to have a dead cat live on the air. We're going to kill a cat live on the air tonight. This scene, I was watching it and I was like, it feels really intense, but then you're like, but for what reason? There's nothing going on.
And once again, this is one of the scenes that's cutting back and forth between another scene, because this is cutting back and forth with Daniel and BB having
and there's no reason to be doing this, right? But like, when you're watching it, you feel like they're creating a scene of tension and then a scene of Daniel, like he's going to like confront BB, but neither scene quite plays out like in that kind of way.
The Daniel BB scene, I think, plays out strong.
No, it's good. I mean, here's the deal: every Daniel scene's good.
He's my favorite character on the show. There's a sequence in the second episode that we'll be doing tonight where I was like, is he just making up his own dialogue because it's so different than everyone else's and it feels much more natural?
Yeah,
I don't know.
So he has BB over his house and he made dinner for her. I actually like the thing is, when you have a TV show where you have a lot of episodes, stuff like this I really like, where he's like, I don't know how to cook, I just follow the instructions and here it is, and it's like amazing. Like I like that. Like I like that little bit, and that feels like a character thing. Like he can figure things out. He can learn how to do things. It really works, and she had given Gallo that card that they found that Kingpin had put into Daniel's pocket, and he shows it to her, and she's like, "Huh, what's that?" And she's
terrible.
So bad. Like this has got to be played on purpose this way, right? Like it's insane how bad BB is at this.
It's terrible. Terrible.
And she's like, "Yeah, I think I might have seen something about the Kingpin with a mask. I think I might have seen something like that." And so he knows that she's the one. Like he's pretty sure that it's her.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Listen, just if you're doing that, you got to stop, because it's really, we're both in a lot of danger." And she's like, "Are you scared of Fisk?" Which is like a crazy question to ask, because yes, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I really, I like that scene a lot. And I like the way how like dedicated he is to wooing her. And how much effort he puts into it. It's like sweet for like, he's a bad guy, you know, but like it's sweet. It's really sweet.
I like that he has a Godfather poster.
Yes, he does have a Godfather. I like that his apartment's really nice. I love that his office sucks ass.
His office sucks ass. His apartment is pretty threadbare. Like he has almost no furniture.
Nothing.
I like.
Nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on in there. So Matt and Karen are at Josie's bar, and she's like, "The three of you were the heart of this place. Now it's fucking a disaster area."
I was so confused by this sequence, because it's like, do they end every night where like they're like, "Let's make Josie come over here and tell us how great we are"? Like it's such a weird.
Does she live above the bar?
Maybe, but it's just like a weird bit, because the bar's clearly closed down.
Yeah.
So like, I don't mind them sitting there having a couple of drinks, but it's so weird that the entire scene is like, "You're my favorite customer, Johnny" feel to it. It's just a second for Josie to be like, "You two are the greatest of all time." Okay, there's a knock at the door. Like,
well, it's kind of like a big like, "Hey, I'm in this show too sometimes."
Yes.
Vibe. Like,
also now I'm wearing like rebellious gear. Like I've got a cut off denim jacket. Like I don't understand what's going on with her outfit.
They're at the door. There is something about this bit here, like where like somebody's coming to the door, and I really feel like Matt is not very good, because I feel like Matt should know who's at the door. Like that should be like
he's
a thing.
Terrible at these things.
Yeah, he's awful at it.
Yeah, part of it might be because he's constantly making noise, so he can't hear other things.
It's Angie Kim, who we met last season, who was part of the army. And she's there. "Hey, I just want to let you know that Cherry is safe and sound, but here's the deal. Fisk is out hunting you guys, so keep your heads down."
Yeah.
So they know that they're in potential trouble. And then we see another fake Kingpin video, and this one's the worst one yet, frankly. It's just like, it's not even that interesting, like, in terms of, like, at least the other one had, like, that footage of Daredevil from the boat, which is, like, interesting. But this is just, like, man on the street video of a riot. It's just not that interesting. And that's when we see BB is actually the fake Fisk.
Shocker.
It's like, yeah, no shit, man. And then Vanessa is having a nightmare. I like this nightmare sequence a lot.
There's a shot that I think is in reverse.
Probably.
And it was because it looked like the fog was going in reverse, and she's walking, so she must have been walking like backwards to make it work or whatever. But like, yeah, I thought this was a very cool sequence.
Yeah, like that baseball just hanging in the air and shit like that. I thought, yeah, I really enjoyed it. And yeah, in the dream, it is Bullseye hunting her, and he ends up with a gun pointed at her and shoots her, and she wakes up with a pain in her head, and Kingpin's like, so she's safe. She's all freaked out. So Matt and Karen can't figure out how to get into the Red Hook port. I don't fully understand what's happening here.
None of this ever makes sense. Like Karen's like, I can't figure out how to get you in there. I really wish Matt would be like, I'm a ninja, right?
Yeah, I'm a ninja, and I have like this baton that shoots a thing that like I can swing, and the show has now shown me doing it. Yeah, I kind of don't.
I think I can get into a building. I think I can figure that one out. I'm pretty good at that.
It's pretty weird to me that this is such a big deal.
Like, it'd be, like I kept thinking, like, is it supposed to be that they don't know where the building is? But I think they do.
They do. They must.
Right?
They must. But as they're talking, Matt hears the AVTF come, and so we have a raid, a AVTF raid. I don't think we ever find out how they know that they're there, right?
It's not explained.
In these two episodes, we haven't found out yet. I thought that was pretty interesting that they know where they are. So I wonder who's ratting on them.
Well, is it somebody's ratting on them, or is it just, again, they left out information? Like, because I could see it being a thing where it's like, look, we know that Matt Murdock used to hang out there a lot. Go check that place out. Because we're trying to find Matt Murdock, right? Like, so maybe that? I don't know. I have no idea.
No, because they know Daredevil's there because they're using the sound weapon.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So they're using the sound weapon, and that's and they. I actually really like what happens here. They're using the sound weapon. Matt's like, "Okay, Karen, get out of here," and then he puts on his Daredevil outfit immediately. Classic comic book, because that would take a minute to put on.
That would take him quite a while. Yeah.
But he's got it, and I like when he jumps down from the roof and just beats the shit out of those guys.
Great.
And breaks the noise machine. I like that quite a bit.
All of the Billy Club stuff, I love. I love it. I love him throwing it and bouncing off of stuff and whatnot. Like, that's great. I'm for it all day. All day.
Yeah. So he beats the shit out of all these cops. Like, he ends up back in the building, and he's all fighting all these cops. I really enjoyed him beating up the ICE agents a lot. Like, I really enjoyed it.
I love when he's fighting them and he's on the ground and he grabs the gun and points it at them and they get scared and he smiles. Yeah. That was great.
It's really good.
That is great.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I did really enjoy the sequence, and I was very surprised that episode 2 they're flushed out of their hideout.
Sure. Yeah.
So here's the thing I'm going to say about these 2 episodes is that I will give them a lot of credit that the story moves forward.
Oh yeah.
Significantly, which I did not expect in the first 3 episodes. I really thought we were going to be fucking spinning our wheels for a long time. But like by the end of episode 3, like the status quo is significantly changed.
Yeah.
I would say. So Karen's in the alleyway, and she beats up a cop. We talked about this last week, and I liked that they showed that she was training, and I like that she just beats the shit out of this guy.
She takes him right out.
Takes him right the fuck out. Daredevil can't find Karen after he takes out the cops.
Again, a man with super senses just stands there screaming her name.
Yeah, it's
just listen.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. She finds him, and he's sitting like on a stoop, like just like Daredevil, looking sad.
I'm guessing. Again, this is not really explained. Like, but I'm guessing it's the idea is that like they have a setup like, hey, if we get separated, this is where we'll meet back up.
I'm assuming that that's what that is.
Yeah, but I would think it wouldn't just be like I'll stand in front of this closed deli.
That has the rose. This is one of the rose bits in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because he's just like sitting on a stoop, basically. Like he's really just hanging out. Like it's like, man, like I don't know. This is like when you sit on a roof. I feel like this is big.
Yeah.
There's a scene next episode where him and Karen are going through the prison, and he's just like hurrying along. And then at the end of the episode, when he just hops into a fucking SUV, I'm like, you got to be kidding me! Daredevil just hopped into an SUV. This is nuts. This is nuts. So Karen shows up. You guys, I got something to show you. And she takes him to Frank Castle's house, and which makes me wonder where any of this stuff is.
I mean, she knocked that guy out and carried him to another location.
While the cops are there, like very impressive. Yeah. And then she shows him that she has an AVTF officer hooded and tied to a chair. And she's like, this is a game changer. And Daredevil's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And she goes, they're hunting us. Maybe we start hunting them. And that's the end of episode 2, which episode 3 picks up pretty much right over there. I like that they're at Frank Castle's house.
Yeah, they're at his little janitor apartment place.
Yeah, I quite like that a lot. Like, I really do, honestly. Like, I think it's cool.
Because in this episode they start bringing up Punisher now,
right?
And they're like, nobody knows where he is. And I know that once this ends, the week after this ends is the Punisher special. I'm hoping that the Punisher special is about what he was doing during all this. That's my guess. But that makes me wish that they put it out like just randomly in between episodes, because that would feel much more like in the comics where there'd be the tie-in issue that is not really tied in, but kind of.
You wanted to do a Book of Boba Fett, just suddenly cutting to the Mandalorian for 2 episodes?
No, keep it as like a Punisher special. Like don't stop showing Daredevil episodes, but like next week would be like, oh, the Punisher special and a Daredevil episode. And it's like, here you go. Like, this is what, like, to find out what Frank Castle is doing, watch Punisher Last War or whatever it's called. Like,
yeah, that does have that vibe. Yeah. It does very much have that vibe. What are you doing, you little shit? He's really on one tonight. I don't know what's going on. I wish he'd be old and fat. He's like 13 years old. Like, get old and fat, you son of a bitch. But I like that they're in Frank's office, and she then is like, I think this guy is different. He's cute. Like, I mean, that really is like, why do you think this guy's different? I really want to match, like, what the fuck are you talking about right now?
He walked up to me, I knocked him out, and then I put a bag over his head and brought him here. I think he's different. What?
So fucking funny. So they pull the bag off the officer's head and they start talking to him. He's like, I didn't want to kill you. I'm here to join the resistance. I hate what they're doing. This is actually one of my favorite bits. Where
I love him yelling, you're
like, you're lying. And then he goes over to Karen and goes, he's telling the truth.
That was great. That was fantastic.
Yeah, it was really good. I really like that a lot. I actually like the way that Daredevil is here with this cop. I like it because I think Daredevil, if we're like in a post Frank Miller world, this is the level of gritty that Daredevil operates on.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like Batman stuff. Like, he's going to put fear into you, but he's not going to torture you. He's not going to actually he's going to make you scared.
Yeah, I mean, he brings up later on, like, we cannot kill people. Like,
well, that's the thing, because because he the cop gives him a key card. This makes no sense.
Key card resets at midnight,
and then there's 2 more days.
Is it 2 more days? I think it's only one day.
Is it just 1 day?
I think it's just 1 day.
It's still enough days.
It's still too much time.
Unless it's just too much time. It's not.
Yeah.
It's like, do not put that line of dialogue into the show if you're not going to have him go immediately to Red Hook.
Because I thought it was 2 days as well, because of something that Heather says, or not Heather, McDuffie says, Kirsten says, but I'm not sure. It's a little confusing. I can't be sure. But either way, I feel like they rated him before midnight. They rated Josie's before midnight, was my feeling.
But maybe they did. Maybe they did it after midnight. So this is the new key card, maybe. Daredevil scares this guy. He's like, if you're lying, I'll hunt you down. And he's like, I'm going to put this bag back on your head and I'm going to punch you in the face. and it's going to hurt like hell, and you're going to tell your buddies that I beat the shit out of you, and we're going to dump you someplace for them to find you. And but he punches him before he puts the bag on, which I actually liked a lot.
Yeah, I like that too.
But yeah, so Karen wants Frank to get involved. She's like, man, if we have Frank here, we could really just deal with this. And Daryl's like, we're not going to kill people. And she's like, well, what about the Kingpin? Can we kill the Kingpin? Like, can we kill the Kingpin as a treat? And Matt is like, will that bring Foggy back? And I mean, the answer is no, but there's a challenging element to this in that if they did kill the Kingpin, it probably would make a big change. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know who's taking over for the Kingpin if he gets shot by the Punisher.
Yeah, there's not a sense of someone to carry the torch.
Which is the same situation we have right now in real world. Like, should the big asshole disappear tomorrow, like, there's not, like, a really obvious person. Like, obviously, the chain of command indicates that J.D. Vance becomes president.
Yeah, but like, he does not have the chutzpah, you know.
No, he doesn't have the thing, right? So, like, I think the whole thing falls apart. And it's sort of this feels like the same thing here. Like, I don't know who's the lieutenant mayor, because Daniel's deputy mayor in charge of communications. So there's going to be other mayor deputies who are in line of succession. I don't know who it possibly could be.
I do not know.
We see that Heather is still having her little freakouts about Muse. And she is seeing him. She's like working on the Duquesne file, and she keeps seeing Muse. And we see that she has his mask in her drawer.
And this is where I think her hair changes 3 times in one scene.
Okay. She pulls the mask out, and like having the mask out like begins to comfort her. I do think this is Tommy Jarvis. It really feels like Tommy Jarvis to me.
Now I think you're right. With her taking out the mask, I think, she's headed that way.
And I think it's psychologically interesting in that the idea that this guy traumatized her very badly, but by becoming this guy, she can gain control over the trauma, I think is interesting. Yeah. It's like pop psychology, but like it's, narrative.
It's very comic booky, though.
So, but I liked it, and I am really curious where this is going. And I kind of like that they're keeping Muse around, even in this weird way.
Yes, I agree.
It's a cool looking character, so
he's a great looking character.
He shows up, you know.
Yeah.
Then we cut to the swordsman trial. This is the first of the vigilante trials. The show does not indicate to us who else might be on trial.
First, McDuffie goes to meet him in the prison in Red Hook.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's very important, actually.
Yes.
Because she goes in and she gets blinded, and they take her, into the prison and meets him, and he's like, "Look, I'm fucked. Like, this is a show trial. Like, none of this is going to make a difference." And he's like, she's like, "They don't have evidence," and he's like, "They don't need evidence. Like, this is just, it's fine.
It's good stuff." Yeah.
And so I thought that was a pretty interesting scene. I really like Duquesne, and I'm really glad that he's out of prison now. I was really concerned that we were going to watch a program where this man was going to be in prison for every single episode.
I thought so too. Yeah,
I was really concerned about it, and I'm a big Tony Dalton fan. So
yeah, he's great.
Like, having Tony Dalton around is good, and he's basically telling her he's fucked. Like, there's just nothing to be done. And so he tells her, like, he basically is like, listen, like, the reason why I'm in here because Fisk wanted me to invest in Red Hook. And the reason why I'm in here is I turned it down. And so he's just getting his revenge on me. This is just like he's just getting his enemies.
And then by imprisoning him, they can do asset forfeiture.
Right. Just take everything that he owns. Right.
Yeah.
So we then get Lily Taylor shows up. Because Karen, it turns out, sent Lily Taylor, who's the governor, a copy of the Red Hook Charter. And she is like, what the fuck is this shit? And she comes down to visit Mayor Fisk, and she's like, listen, you know what? I know what you're doing here. You're avoiding oversight. I've let it go because people fucking love this stuff. So, but that was so real though, frankly. Like, we were talking about this last week. She
says the polling is good on it.
Yeah, we talked about last week. Like, does the governor not want to do anything about this? And it's like, no, because the polling's great. Like, so, like, why fuck it?
Yeah.
She says, but I found this charter, and here's the deal. This is inviolable, and this never ends, except if the governor revokes it. And I can do that. And Fisk is like, that would be a very bad idea for everybody. So that's like sort of like we begin to see like sort of like maybe I don't know if what we're aiming for here, like what the storyline's going to end up being with Lily Taylor as the governor. Like, is this going to be is he going to kill her, or is this going to be part of how he gets brought down by the end of the season?
I don't know.
It's very interesting. While this is happening, we're doing a lot of cutting back and forth. Matt and Karen are having one of those science fiction conversations where Matt's like, if we show everybody who Fisk really is, they'll turn against him. And it's like, oh, come on. This is like Lord of the Rings here. Like, I don't believe in elves either, buddy. And Karen's like, you're going to get killed doing this. And he's like, yeah, that's the whole fucking deal. So she's like, the deal is, the governor tells Fisk that she knows that the Northern Star had stuff in it. Like, she knows it wasn't diapers. She's very aware. And so she's like kind of like giving him like a little bit of a warning. And things are getting a little tense. This is when we go to Daniel's office where Buck Cashman comes and
Daniel's eating dirty dogs.
Yeah, well, this is actually really good. Like, there's
great.
this conversation where Buck's like, how are you going to find out about her, what dirt there is on her? And he's like, I'll be able to get it. And Buck's like, there's no way. And then Daniel's talking about how great these hot dogs are. And he finally, and Buck's like, I will never eat one of those. And finally he eats one. And then Daniel's like, listen, I just got you to eat street meat. You have no idea what was in there. Do you think I can't get information out of somebody? I really like that a lot.
I loved it. Yeah.
Is this the first time that we learned that Buck is SAS, or do we know that last season?
I think this is the first time.
This is why I'm wondering if he's being set up to be the Rose.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is. But I feel like it's Daniel. I think Daniel would be more interesting. I think Daniel fits because there's also a conversation, I don't remember if it's in this episode or the last one, between Fisk and Vanessa where he talks about it like, they talk about not having a child and there's no legacy. And clearly he's looking at Daniel as like a surrogate son.
Right.
You know? So I think that's part of why I think it's Daniel that they're setting up.
It could be. I mean, they are both fat. So that is, we could have a fat Rose.
Yeah.
Because Daniel, Gandolfini, a little bulky here.
Yeah.
Bulkier than he was like in like Warfare. Is that the name of that movie?
Sure.
Did you see that movie?
No.
He's so good in it. They're all really good. It's got a really great cast, and they're really good. But he's really good.
He's the best actor on the show, I think.
No, he 100% is the best actor on the show.
Yeah.
And every scene with him is really good. Every scene with him is really enjoyable, and he does like a really good job. Like the thing about Daniel is that he's a guy that everybody underestimates because he seems like a doofus. Yeah. And he's playing that really nicely. Like really. Because like sometimes I watch him do things, I'm like, this fucking doofus. And then it's like, oh no, actually this was his cover.
Something, I can't remember who said it, in a book I read or something, that explained a character as like a C+ student who works so hard he gets all A's.
Yeah.
And that's what Daniel is. Daniel's not a very smart guy, but he works hard and he's dedicated and he's going to make it work. And that's what I like about him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buck is like, you got to find out who the fuck is behind these Kingpin videos and who leaked this shit. Like, this is unacceptable. And Dan's like, I will, I swear to God. It's interesting because he's like up against it because he is pretty sure it's BB. Like he
knows it's BB.
Yeah, and then she got it from him. Like, so he
does have a weird line when they're talking about the governor, and like and Buck is like, we got to find something on her to blackmail her with, and Daniel says there's not a speck of personality. She's like a nun with a machine gun. I don't know what that means.
I don't really either.
Because I'd be like, a nun with a machine gun sounds like a lot of personality to me.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of personality.
You know, I'm not clear on what that meant.
The Jack Duquesne trial begins, and this is one of these ones where there's a lot of stuff that I'm like going to have to suspend my disbelief on.
Like a trial can take 7 minutes.
Well, here's the deal. Again, like that's kind of how shit's going these days. You know?
Yeah, but I think even they would still do a long trial.
Would they? I don't know, because they're talking about, there's like a part where one of the judges is like, well, under the Safer Streets Act, I have my hands are tied. Like, so like there is a sense that like, because this is a tribunal, it's 3 judges.
Right, let me rephrase it. If this was not being televised, it would be a very quick trial. I think televised, they want to make a big show of it.
No, it's weird because it's televised, it's live streamed, and everybody's watching it. Everybody in the city is watching it. Yeah,
there are guys who like had to stop walking to watch it. Yeah,
you would think they would have like a swordsman costume or photos or something like to make it more interesting. I do like that it's in a really shitty courtroom because they've had better courtroom sets on the show.
Yeah.
And it's a really shitty courtroom, and it is a tribunal. There's no jury. It's not a jury trial, and this is all Safer Street stuff. Safer Streets is just one of these things they can say Safer Streets, and like because like at the beginning of this episode we see that Safer Streets has shut down all the basketball courts and stuff like that. So it's really absolutely martial law in a very, very big way. Kirsten is arguing that she needs more time because they moved the trial date up and they didn't tell her. And the DA is like, we sent you an email. And she's like, my fucking old email that I don't work at anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
and this is where I got confused because she said, I only had 2 days notice, which made me think like, originally I was like, okay, so she met with Duquesne 2 days ago. But now it seems, I think it's supposed to be she met with Duquesne that morning and now the trial's in the afternoon.
I mean, it makes sense that like she finally got to see Duquesne the day of the trial or something like that, or the day. I don't know. The time is a little weird. I don't really know how much time is going on between scenes sometimes, so I'm not always really certain what's happening. But yeah, no, she thought that the trial was going to be 2 weeks later, and then they changed it, and she only just found out that they changed it. They did not tell her, and she's like trying to do a defense, but. He's guilty, and the punishment is death by rats. I'm surprised that they did not be like. I thought they said it was death penalty for being a vigilante.
I believe they did.
They did, right? So
although they say he's locked up until sentencing, so he's still got to be sentenced.
But I feel like if it's automatically death penalty, that's that. Right? Like he's found
maybe
guilty.
It's not automatic. Maybe it's like you can get the death penalty.
Kingpin and his guys are watching, and they're really excited. They're really happy. Like, this is the first vigilante trial. Who's next? Who knows? Like, I mean, like, it's like so funny.
We forgot to introduce anyone else.
But it's like so funny because I know that people,
the bodega owner.
People don't like this, but I do when they just name drop people that haven't actually appeared. I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm totally cool with it. I don't need to have a fucking episode that sets up.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they were like the Night Thrasher, and like, okay,
or whatever. Like, just like total C-level guys. Just throw them in there. Because it is weird. This is the first episode that I did feel like it's weird that nobody said Spider-Man.
Yes.
This is the first time. I have not felt weird about it, but there's been enough talk about the vigilantes where they name the vigilantes that are on these shows, but then not the Defenders vigilantes and stuff like that. I feel like the big question is where's Luke Cage? That's more questionable than Frank Castle.
Luke Cage is very, very
because Frank Castle, I don't know how much Frank Castle gives a shit about this stuff. It's not really his mission. You know what I mean? Like he'll like bust the cops' heads if he needs to, but he's not going to be out there fucking shooting AVTF just all the time. He's interested in like criminals.
But I mean, he might be like the Kingpin he runs the underworld, and now he's taking over the whole city, right? Like, so it all connects.
I mean, maybe he could be. I don't know. It's. I wonder what Frank's perspective on.
And they're wearing
Kingpin.
his symbol, like we saw that. Like,
no, I know. On them. I wonder what his perspective is on Kingpin having done his time.
I don't think that's enough for Frank Castle.
He needs to.
I mean, he's the guy who's like, I kill everybody. I don't care what your crime was.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like in terms of like, does Frank like if you get arrested, and then you do your time and come out, does Frank still find you and kill you? Like he's like, fuck you. I don't care.
Yeah.
Or does he wait for you to break another law?
I don't know. I mean, last episode or last season, he was killing AVTF guys.
Yeah, I mean, he was. They were getting in his face. Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with him not being involved. It does feel.
I mean,
like
also
he might
don't
have
forget they captured him, they tortured him. Like I would think you'd want revenge on that.
That's a good point. Although I do like when Daredevil's like, Frank's out being Frank.
Yes, I have no problem with that. Again, like. If that's what his one-shot special is about, that's great. Like, yeah,
well, it's almost certainly not, because I know they've leaked some information about what it's about.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it's about mob stuff.
That's dumb.
So, yeah.
I mean, maybe not. I haven't seen it, but I was hoping it would be like explaining what he was doing during this. But what are you gonna do?
So the thing is, though, like, so normally I don't do this, like, why didn't Iron Man come help Captain America? But in the case of Spider-Man, it has now become a little more egregious at this point. Like,
Yes.
that nobody even says that Spider-Man is, like, getting a pass because he was with the Avengers or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's talking about the Thunderbolts. Like, I guess that technically the Thunderbolts aren't vigilantes if they're a government-sanctioned group.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man is. And I don't need to see him. I understand why you can't see him.
Sure. But he should come up.
Somebody should be like, yeah, like the fucking, like, they could do it like the
green guy.
old, yeah, the fucking spider guy. I mean, but they can say Spider-Man. I think they can say Spider-Man. I actually,
I think they said it in the first season, didn't they?
Did they? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, but Luke Cage, I'm really curious what the fuck he's doing.
It seems like the actor who played Luke Cage is also very curious because lately he's been talking a lot, being like, I'd love to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand, though, you can't have Luke Cage on the show.
Too powerful?
Yeah, too powerful. I think Jessica Jones is going to really skew things pretty significantly because she's so strong. But Luke Cage is bulletproof. So, like, Luke Cage just, like, walks up at the end when they're, like, trying to load everybody in the truck.
You
He
just
walks up
stand
to
there.
those guys. Yeah, like, it's like, whatever. So, like, he's just a little too powerful for this kind of a story. So I kind of get that. I did expect Jessica Jones to show up this episode, by the way.
I thought she was going to.
It really felt like it was going to happen. It really did.
I thought she was going to.
So Jack is guilty, and then we have a dinner, and Vanessa tries to hook up Buck and Heather. She's like, why don't the two of you young kids go sit over there? And Buck is like, hey, hot stuff. And the governor makes a toast, and she's like kind of like passive aggressive towards the Kingpin, like she's kind of like digging him. I mean, I do think he's probably gonna kill her. And then we see Daniel Blake talking to the lieutenant governor, and the guy's like, man, she don't got a parking ticket. Like, there's nothing. Like, there's nothing. I would know. So we then cut to a scene that doesn't seem like it makes sense, but it is setting something up, which is we're at the docks again, and they're offloading the ships. And one of the guys is like, can't we go home? Like, we worked a whole day. And he's like, get the fuck back there. And the reason why that is important is because when those guys get killed, you needed to understand that these are people. Like, but I kind of wish we had a story, like a little tiny story with them.
I mean, all we got was in the first episode, Mr. Charles is like, I'll have my own guys and we'll pretend there's an accident, which is what they do in this episode. But yeah, it's weird that they're just standing there and they're like, okay, we're going to go home. And like, no, you have to go hang out on the boat for a while.
Yeah.
Just in case we decide to blow it up tonight.
Yeah, it's like we want to go home to our families. And like, it's just like kind of weird. I mean, like, again, they're setting up that when these guys die, we're gonna have a react. It's not just random. Like, we're making it a little bit less random. But at the same time, I wish that this guy had a story.
Yeah, that'd have been nice.
Like one other scene, like at the beginning of the episode or something like that. Because this just comes out of nowhere, and you're like, what the fuck is happening here? Kirsten is getting shit faced. And she, in fact, tells the bartender not to cut her off.
Yes.
And she gets
Pizza Rat.
She gets a Pizza Rat. We're really referencing. She gets a note. So a guy buys her a drink, and then somebody bumps into her, and she gets really mad. But the person that bumped into her passed a note, and the note says, "Go to your office right away." And she goes to her office, drunk as hell, and there's Daredevil in there, and
doing his best Batman voice.
Yeah, he's doing a real Batman voice here. I mean, he kind of has to because like they really know each other.
Yeah.
I was thinking a lot though that Matt Murdock and Daredevil both have the same 5 o'clock shadow. It just feels like not a great way of keeping your identity that secret.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know if I would look at a 5 o'clock shadow and put 2 and 2 together on that.
I guess it's so specifically trimmed and cared for. There's something about Matt's 5 o'clock shadow that feels like it was put on by the makeup team. And so like maybe that's why what I'm reacting to, that it doesn't feel like just a natural 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah. It feels like Miami Vice, like where they bought a special razor just to get that
just
5
for
o'clock
that.
shadow. Yeah. And Daredevil needs her help, and she's like, I don't want to join the stupid fucking resistance. He's like, too late. And he's like, what did you see when you went to this prison? And she's like, I didn't see anything. I was blindfolded. And he goes, I actually like this too. He goes, I can work with that.
I don't like this.
Why not?
At all. Because it's like, okay, what did you feel in here? And I like, if I was her, I'd be like, I don't fucking know. like when she's like, I guess there was a wind at 30 steps and then I heard birds at 50 steps. Like, what?
Is she doing the step counting?
She must be, because otherwise, because he's going through her entire walk path.
All right, so here's the thing. I feel like that as a good lawyer, she's very observant. That this is a skill that a lawyer wants to have, and detail-oriented. So if she can't see, we do see her like paying attention to the sensory information.
Yes, we do, but it's just, there's two things that annoy me about it. One, I don't believe that I felt like wind. And at this point, I heard birds at this point. I think that's a lot. And two, he just comes in through a skylight. Didn't need her help at all. Just opens up the skylight.
That's very true. Like it would have been better if nobody knew where this prison was, because then that's a classic. Like I smelled the ocean and I kept hearing a sound, or there was a light that flashed every 30 seconds, and Batman's like, that must be the lighthouse on point whatever. But they go a little bit more here. But you know what? Again, like make it dumb. Go ahead, do it. Just go all the way with it. I'm here for it.
This was too dumb for me. I was like, come on.
It's really funny though. He just goes through a skylight.
When it's showing her again, like going through it, and there's a shot of her like walking and goes into slow motion, and the wind blows on her. I was like, Jesus Christ! And then it shows him like at the skylight, and there's like a hole in the top of the skylight. Like, come on, really? Come on! And then he just opens it and walks in. It's like, that's all he needed to do. The whole episode, Karen's like, I don't know how you're going to get in there. What are we going to do?
Again, it's weird because
walks in through the skylight.
They know exactly where it is. Like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's one of those. It's very annoying. Like, again, if this was like somewhere in the woods and nobody knew where it was, and she was able to tell him, well, I was on the highway for a while, and then there was dirt roads. Like, but like we know it's at the Freeport, and we know the Freeport has a certain number of buildings, and maybe we find the one that is covered in AVTF. Do they have their big fucking Humvees parked out in front of them? Maybe that's the one that we need.
That could be it.
I guess because he's blind, he can't tell that. Speaking of the little flashbacks,
he's yelling all the time, so he can't hear the trucks either. So
I watched Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
Yeah,
it's amazing. You gotta watch it. It's specifically for you in particular. But in the movie, they have a couple of like flashbacks to earlier parts of the movie, and they're like black and white slow-mo flashbacks, but like people say different stuff in them.
That's great.
And like crazier stuff. Like, and it's like really fucking, like the first time you're like, what? That's not what he said. And then by the third time you're like, okay, I get this bit. Like it's a very good bit. It's really a good movie.
Yeah.
Like it's honestly excellent. Like
I really want to see it.
Like I believe that it is worth the rental money. Like, I think it's that good. I think it's actually that
Is it available for rental? I didn't even know.
I believe it is. I believe it is.
I looked the other day, and I don't think it was.
I watched it on my friend's Plex, so I don't know. Yeah. I suspect that you will buy it once you see it.
I'm tempted to just buy the show as well, because the show seasons are like $10 or something.
I mean, I've talked to people who said that they went and watched the show after watching the movie, and they loved it. I really like the movie. I don't want to spoil too much, but like they go back in time to 2008, and like it takes them
available for rental.
Yeah, it takes them a minute to figure out that they're in 2008, and the way they figure it out is they go to a screening of The Hangover, and everybody's laughing at the slurs in the movie. It's fucking amazing.
It's great. I didn't even realize it was the same guys who made Blackberry, which I loved. I love that movie. Yeah. Absolutely. I imagine this is much funnier than Blackberry, but
it is so much funnier. But it's also like a real movie. Like it's like a real movie. It's got like a little emotional arc to it. Like it's not like a great emotional arc, but it's got a little emotional arc that's silly. And and there's like stuff in this movie that I am not 100% sure how they did it.
Okay.
Like honestly, like it's stuff that they may have filmed things 15 years ago.
Okay.
Like that's nuts, right? Like if they did that,
would be pretty wild if they're doing a Boyhood.
Yeah, like, but it kind of feels like they might have. Like I don't know. Anyway, Yeah, Daredevil goes to the house, to the Red Hook warehouse, and he navigates his way through. He uses the key card to get into the main area, and immediately starts beating the shit out of guys. And he takes out these two guys really hard. What?
That means the whole time he's going, "Wah! Wah! Wah! I'm a ninja!"
He finds the weapons.
Relies on sounds and scents to know what is happening around me. I'm going to scream all the time.
He hears the wristwatch ticking, so he knows where the containers are, and then he hears people screaming in the next room, and it turns out that those are the detainees. There's something really funny. So earlier when they revealed these guys, it was revealed when Kirsten is talking to Duquesne in the prison, and then like it kind of like does like a slow zoom into the window and then through, and then we see them.
Yeah.
And I just think there's something very funny about every person in a cage going, "Help me, get me out of here!" Like it's got like a real video game feel to it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I think that people wouldn't just be yelling all the time. I think that like if you were in there for a day or two, you're probably just sitting there.
Fairness. A couple of weeks ago, there was the footage from outside of one of the ICE detention centers, and you could just hear people yelling.
But did they know there were people outside? Were they yelling at people outside?
I do not know. I do not know.
Yeah, I guess everything. There's nothing that's off the table now. But yeah.
But I do agree that it like part of the reason I think it feels that way is the extras are clearly told don't make any sounds,
right?
And so their mouths are not moving as you just hear people yelling, and it's very weird. It's very strange.
He goes into the prison and starts letting everybody out. Apparently, the lock is just like a little thing that you pick up. Like really,
just
it's a latch.
Pin?
It's a little pin or a latch.
Yeah,
like,
I was very annoyed by that. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? All of these people could just open up the doors themselves." It seems like
any time. I mean, there's armed guards, so like I get it, but like at the same time, it's like not that big a deal.
No.
He lets everybody out. He lets Swordsman out, and he gives him a broken piece of like metal to use as his little sword.
Yeah, like
and then more guards come in, and we have a very big fight scene.
Yes.
And I quite like this fight scene because I liked it because Matt's doing a lot of good stuff with the Billy Club.
Doing great stuff with the Billy Club. I think some of it a little too close.
Yeah, that's how they cheated a lot, is that they go too close.
Yeah.
And this whole fight scene is cheated because it's done as like a oneer, but it's clearly not.
It's clearly
really
not. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to fault him for that. Yeah. I do like there's a bit where Duquesne gets hit, and as he's falling back, he ends up hitting a different guard in the face with his metal rebar, which made me laugh because it was like clearly like just a fun little bit that they came up with. I appreciate that.
Tony Dalton's so good that Duquesne, as he's fighting, is clearly having a nice time.
Oh, he's smiling. He's very excited to be doing this. Yeah.
He's clearly having a nice time. Like, I really like that. Like, I really, really like that. And he's really good. He's really, really good. The show has never given us a chance. Although I guess he did stuff in Hawkeye, right?
A little bit at the end, but not really.
Yeah,
I don't think he really does anything at the end of Hawkeye.
I thought he did a little bit, but we really get a chance to see him in action in a way that really is nice. That actually shows off that he's very fucking good. I like when Daredevil gives him that piece of rebar and he just does like a spin.
He just does a little spin with it. And he's
really
so excited. Yeah, it's great.
It's really, really great. And then there's just like an endless wave of guards. So Daredevil breaks a pipe in the ceiling.
They're coming out 3 at a time.
Well, that's like a video game. That's how video games always work. He breaks a pipe in the ceiling. I really like this bit too. Even though like it's a little weird. There's all the steam and the cops are shooting into the steam, and then fucking Swordsman just throws 2 pieces of rebar through guys. It's like real Bullseye stuff, but like whatever. I liked it. And then Daredevil grabs a guy with his baton and then just like fucking drags him into the steam like as he's screaming. I really like that.
It's awesome. Oh, it's great.
I really like that. Again, that's good Batman stuff. Like I think some of the stuff that's best on this show is they're just doing Batman. So like, cause that's the thing with the cop, like with him interrogating the cop is like, that's just Batman stuff. Like, you know, so more reinforcements come. Karen is waiting outside in the van and she can't get on the phone to Matt anymore. And, there's a guard that's near the van gets dropped, and it turns out that it's Angela Del Toro, White Tiger 2. and she's hiding in a pile of trash.
Yep.
I don't really know what's happening here.
I know, she just comes out of like garbage pail kids. She's like, hey, I'm here.
And Karen calls
out
like,
guns and walkie-talkies.
Like, step out of that trash, like she basically says.
Yeah.
She's wearing the amulet, and I actually like that she's been running around beating up the guards and taking their shit. She's got like a bag full of their shit. She got their guns and their walkie-talkies. I actually really like that a lot. It doesn't make a lot of sense because she didn't know that this was happening tonight.
No, she just showed up.
So like,
which also, again, does not make Karen and Matt look good. That they were like, "How are we going to get in there?" This little girl just showed up and started kicking.
This little girl.
And she knew where it fucking was. Like,
so
what is
funny.
going on?
It's so funny.
There should have been a thing of like, I followed you guys here or something. Like,
right.
How did she know where to go? How did she know where to go?
I bet everybody fucking knows what this thing is. Like, that's the thing. I feel like everybody fucking knows. Like, there can't be that. It's not that big a secret. It feels like.
But it's got to be because they make McDuffie wear the mask so she doesn't know where they're taking her.
I don't know, man. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It just does not make a lot of sense. They're trying to do elements from other things, but they're not really making it work in this thing per se. Because like, the hidden prison is like, that's like a standard thing. That's a standard bit. Yeah. But it needs to be hidden is the thing. Like, it needs to actually be hidden. It doesn't.
It can't be like we just followed them to Red Hook.
Yes. And we just found the building that was surrounded by Humvees. Like that. Like, you can't, like that. That's not enough. Karen is able to get in touch with Daredevil because she uses the stolen radio to radio one of the beat up guards. I really actually like that a lot. I
do like she just calls out to like all of them and she's like, red team. I like that.
I like that quite a bit. And so Daredevil and Swordsman take everybody. They're taking all of the prisoners and they're escorting them through the building. And just at that moment, so they're like, there's like guys shooting at them and shit. And just at that moment, a huge fucking truck comes and it blows through and nobody's sure what is happening yet. And it turns out that it's Karen and Angela. And they put the truck between the guns and the prisoners. And they have a big fight here. And I will say that there's like a real editing problem in this sequence. Were they trying to really lean on the fact that it takes forever for these people to get in the truck?
I think so.
Because they take forever.
They are not quick about it.
Yeah, it really just goes on and on and on. And I was like trying to is that the point? Like, am I supposed to understand that this is a slow process and thus that's why they're in danger? I don't really understand why the guys don't just flank. One of the problems with a show like this is that they're working with locations they have. Yeah. And when that truck comes in, it blocks between them, but there's nothing on either side of it.
No.
So, like, guys with machine guns...
there's the building on one side.
But then there's nothing...
There's nothing on like, the left side or whatever.
Yeah, and, like, so these guys could just flank it. Like, they just totally could flank it. But they don't. And, again, it's like real, like, low-budge TV shit. Like,
they're also mainly shooting at the truck.
They are just endlessly shooting at the truck. Yeah, that is what they are doing. So we have a fight. Karen shoots a guy.
Yep.
To save Daredevil, and they escape. Because Angela has slashed all the tires. She has a little knife, and she slashed all the tires of the AVTF vehicles they can't follow. So then Daredevil and Karen get into an SUV. I was like, he cannot be a passenger princess in this car. He cannot be. He can't. You got to have a better car than this.
What is he going to drive around in? The Devilmobile?
I mean, you got to have like a muscle car or a sports car or something. Like, you can't be like, this is what a family drives in.
No, I like because it's Karen's car from when she like was living wherever, and she
I know,
came back
I
and
get
she's
it.
like,
there's just something about watching
Tacoma,
a fully costumed Daredevil climb into the passenger seat of this vehicle. That is just fucking comedic. And like
the
very
vehicle has like a bubblegum scent like hanging on it or something. Yeah,
it's really funny.
Yeah.
Like, he should just take if he took his mask off, I think I'd be a lot better with this.
Yeah. It definitely it has that Loki hanging out on the back of the Jeep in the beginning of Avengers feel to it.
You're
It's
like, yeah, this
just
is
feels
weird.
off.
This doesn't feel right.
This does
like,
not connect.
And we've talked a lot about how we like scenes where superheroes are just in their costumes hanging around, but they have to be hanging around in the right environment. And it can't be like in a family vehicle or in the back of a Jeep.
If he's on the roof,
yeah,
that would work.
That would work.
You know?
Yeah, like Loki on the back of the Jeep in Avengers feels like you were mixing your G.I. Joes and Avengers toys, like in like a way that you're like, wait, why are
that whole opening sequence of Avengers? I remember watching in the theater and being like, oh, this is terrible.
Yeah, no, that opening few minutes, I was like, oh, this movie's a piece of shit. This is going to be an epic piece of shit, and this is a disaster, and Marvel's over. And then it just fucking righted itself. It's pretty amazing how it managed
the second fucking Iron Man showed up, it was like, oh, okay, we're in the right world now.
Yeah, it was really weird. Daredevil's like, hey, sorry, I didn't get the guns, but I couldn't leave those people behind. And she's like, yeah, that's what you had to do. Kingpin gets a phone call from Bad Cop Powell, and he's like, hey, so everybody got away, but we got the weapons. And Kingpin's like, all right, well, just fucking take care of the thing. And they blow up the Northern Star and kill everybody on board. And Daredevil can hear them all screaming as they go down. And he has his mouth hanging wide open like he's trying to catch flies. He
killed them all.
Yeah, and then that's the end of the episode. Yeah. All right, so I think we actually covered a lot of like our thoughts on this episode in the recap. I feel like we did like our review as we ran in a big way.
I agree.
I just thought they were mediocre. I didn't think they were awful.
I did not enjoy them. Like, I mean, there are moments I enjoyed, but overall, I was like, the pacing is weak. There's a lot of characters just doing things without explanation of why they're doing things. Yeah, like it just did not flow. It did not work for me. I am not enjoying this season. And like, I think we discussed this last week. Like the first season, they had problems because they had to go back and redo a bunch of stuff. There's no excuse for this one. Like, I don't understand why everything feels so disjointed.
Well, it's so clear this episode in particular that all that intercutting is clearly an attempt to pace it up. Like, it's so because none of it makes actual sense, like in any real terms. But it's just like they're just trying to pace it up because we're going to have 6 scenes in a row of people sitting in rooms talking to each other. And so they're like, how do we make this a little bit pacier?
How do you spice it?
And so that's what they landed on. I mean, there's a really big script problem with these 2 episodes, like a really big script problem. And the thing is, what's really crazy is they got a pretty big cast, and it's a big enough cast that I feel like you could have people actually doing stuff and not feel like a lot of the time we're just doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of the time I'm not always certain that certain scenes needed to exist. And I mean, like, but I'm really judging it against the Netflix show, and it's not as good as the first season so far. Although, again, like the end of this episode, with them having freed everybody and Swordsman being out, like I really thought, like as you did, that Jessica Jones was going to show up, because there's a point where Karen's trying to use the phone, and I was like, oh, is she going to text Jessica Jones? And I thought for sure, like when they were stuck, that she would show up and like throw a truck at those guys or something like that. But that's not what happens. But we got Swordsman out. We got these people out. That's like a real escalation.
I mean, they're saying thing, right? We have the new White Tigers now running around. We got Swordsman is out there doing stuff now. Like, they're setting things up, which is good. When your show's 8 episodes, maybe get to it a little quicker than 3 hours into it. But like,
I don't even. And I don't
also,
mind.
they seem to just be like they just have storylines that are happening that they're not telling us about.
That's the thing. That's the weird part. That there's storylines that are happening that they're like, we don't want you to know. Like, this is a secret for us, just only for us. And I don't even like that you're looking at it, frankly.
Hey, the Kingpin's going to be in a boxing match. Why? Don't worry about it. How about that? How about
that's
fuck you?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Maybe you'll find out. Or maybe it'll just be in a boxing match next episode. Who knows?
Like, hey, what's Bullseye doing? That's none of your fucking business. That's none of your business.
Are Buck and Vanessa banging?
The Bullseye stuff is really aggravating because, like, when he's, like, there watching Vanessa through the window, I'm like, what is he doing? Like, I don't know what's happening.
I don't remember from the last season, why is he angry at her? Did she not pay him after he killed Foggy? I'm confused.
she hired him. It was like a whole
She hired him to kill Foggy.
It was a setup.
Okay.
I think it was the deal. It was she knew she was going to take them out together at the same time. It was my memory. I wish that I should look this up because I don't fully remember. But like I would like somebody to say it maybe. That'd be nice if some show where people do keep saying things. I wish they would say that. Like I know, like they keep saying how hard it is to get into Red Hook.
Which it's not.
It's not hard, man.
Yeah.
But
maybe maybe Carrie just doesn't want to go there. Like she's like, Red Hook, oh Jesus, like there's no good restaurants near there. Like it sucks. What are we doing?
When I left New York in the years after, there was some gentrification happening in Red Hook, and there were a couple of restaurants that opened. There's Red Hook Brewing. I don't know if it still exists. Pretty good beer. So maybe Red Hook's hip. I don't know right now. I actually don't know. But yeah, I mean, again, they're mediocre. But I have to give it a lot of credit for moving the story forward, which is very unusual for these Netflix shows.
Yes.
That the story should move forward at all. Like, and this story has moved forward a bunch. Like, it actually
quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like by the end of episode 3, it definitely is a different scenario happening here. Like things have escalated in a very significant way.
Yeah.
And so, now they may just drop back to nothing next week. Who knows? But like the idea that Daredevil, like, is he just gonna let everybody go home? I don't even know what he's gonna do with these people.
The White Tiger's aunt is like, I know a place we can go.
I know a place, but like, what happens after that? They all just like live. I don't really know.
Go live there.
Yeah, I'm kind of. I guess that's a next episode thing. I don't have to be too. I don't have to be too.
There's space for that. Yeah.
Because they did answer a lot of our questions from episode 1.
Did they?
There are a bunch of things that were like, well, doesn't everybody know that the leak must have come from inside or whatever? And like, it's like a major plot point now. Like, there's like,
and we did wonder, is Matt Murdock wanted or missing? And now we know.
And we know for sure. We 100% understand what's happening there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give them the benefit of waiting until next week to get irritated about that. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, also, I'm okay with White Tiger not having a costume because it would make no sense for her to have a costume.
No, it wouldn't.
Because she can't even wear her uncle's costume because she's tiny.
It's too big. Yeah.
How funny would it be if she had that and like her legs
just running around in that?
Like, yeah, just running around like she's tripping because her legs don't come out of the
she's running the walls so she can't see through the mask.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I do hope that she gets a costume sooner rather than later, but we'll see. We'll see what happens because I liked his costume quite a bit.
Yeah, it was a good costume.
It was a good costume, and it was like a comic book costume, you know.
Yeah, I hope she gets a costume. I hope Swordmaster gets a costume.
I would like that rather than just the black rags he was wearing in that video.
Yeah. And I would like this is not going to happen, but I would like it if Daredevil stopped yelling all the time when he punches people.
Never going to happen. This is Charlie Cox is invested in having him yell.
Drives me bonkers. It's like you're a ninja. That's your whole deal. Be quiet.
Do you know what I like about this season so far? Is that we have 0 scenes of Matt Murdock being torn, guilty.
Yes.
None at all. He has a mission. He's on it. He's doing the thing. When he talks to Karen about killing, it isn't like some kind of tortured fucking conversation. It is just like a very calm conversation. It is not like, I've been wanting to kill people, but I can't do it. Like none of that. Like I really am happy that we have left.
No, I agree. I agree.
He's just Daredevil. He's in the suit a lot this season.
He's in the suit a lot. I really like the Billy Club work that they're doing. I think is great. I'm all for that stuff. That's really fun. You know, like the fights are good. You know, there's good stuff, but just overall, like it just feels like really weirdly paced, or it's hard to fully.
No, it's not well paced, and the script is not good. It's not well scripted. No. Structure is bad. But the structure might have got fucked up in editing for all I know, because again, those intercuts are certainly an editing decision. That was not the script decision. Yeah, structure is not there to.
But if they had to do that to try and spice it up, then the script was bad. Like,
the script is definitely bad. I mean, that's the thing. The script is certainly bad. Yeah, I think that's not a question, because the things that we're confused about, I don't think we should be confused about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they should be clearly more mysterious if we're supposed to be confused about them. You know.
Yeah.
Like, do the bad guys know what Bullseye's up to? No, of course they don't. But, like, do I have any sense at all why he didn't just kill Vanessa right there? I have no idea. Like, I have no clue. Like,
Not a clue.
and the scene plays like he's about to. Like, it's like, there's like a music cue and stuff where you're like, oh, he's going to fucking, this is going to be a thing that's going to happen here.
Yeah.
And then, but no, nothing. So.
The boxing thing is the most confusing thing to me.
Absolutely out of nowhere, and like we're supposed to just roll with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just roll with it. Yeah, he's boxing. Roll with it. Don't worry about it. What are the odds that he's going to box Matt Murdock?
I imagine low.
You don't think he's going to like fight Daredevil in the ring or something like that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I would like to see that.
My guess is that the boxing match is when Bullseye is going to make his move.
My guess maybe is that Kingpin kills the guy he's boxing against.
That's very plausible.
Because that's like a real Kingpin thing to do. Like, not even on purpose per se, but he just fucking breaks the guy's neck.
I'm Kingpin. I'm gigantic.
And like,
I punch and people die.
Yeah, and like that would be like a really good way to really turn public opinion against him.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the back half of the show probably would need to be him really cracking down on New York. Like, I think that's like, it has to rise to a fever pitch, that stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, if everybody turns against him, he's really cracking down. Like, that might be interesting, but...
We'll see. I don't know what they're going to do.
What
if they never show the boxing match? What if the next episode starts and he's like, that was a great boxing match? You're like, what the fuck?
They do have the boxing match in some of the trailers.
Yeah.
So they did shoot the boxing match. All right. We'll see you guys again next week for the next episode of Daredevil Born Again. We're just going to do one episode next time. And until then, may be happy, may be healthy, may be safe, may be well. We will see you somewhere across the Omniverse.